most amazing young men that I've ever been around.
Let's go. Police Officer John Delara. Police Officer Vincent Dan.
Just go out, show the guts. You showed up September 11th, and you'll take it home, baby. That's it.
You have to realize these young men are working for a living. It's a challenge for all of them.
You're looking live, Tottenville High School, Staten Island, New York. Welcome to our NPSFL Game of the Week. The Fire Department of New York taking on the Tri-State Shields. FDNY comes in with a record of 1-0. Their first game, week one, as it were, 2 weeks ago, Easter weekend, a big win against the Department of Corrections. For the Tri-State Shields, they come in 0-1, a tough loss in their first game of this 2026 season in New Rochelle, New York, against the defending national champions, the Chicago Enforcers. Folks, I'm John Heffernan. I'll be taking care of the play-by-play duties today. And ladies and gentlemen, to my right, let's give it up for the Sergeant-at-Arms, Ken DeForest, a former wide receiver on this FDNY team. As you see, FDNY now taking the field, Old Glory in hand, along with the Bravest flag. And Ken, I'm excited. A little overcast, a little windy, and a little chilly today, but an opportunity for FDNY to maybe try to get that offense going a little bit after putting up just 3 points on the board through almost 3 quarters of play just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, they got the win out of that one, but I think they're going to get the big guys up front, get them going early, get that sweat breaking, and get the running backs going and let the offense start to roll.
Well, speaking of running backs, Trevor Elam, was certainly a player of the game in the 15-0 win, a pick six in that second half by Timmy Dollison. But it wasn't until late in the fourth quarter where Elam finally went across the goal line for pay dirt in the 15-0 win for the Fire Department of New York. Let's take a look now at the Tri-State Shields defense, starting at quarterback. Defense. We got Tony Scarnati, Kenny DeForest, who is back now for the first time in a couple of years. He is the anchor at linebacker, a nose for the football, certainly a very, very tough player for the Tri-State defense and one of our players to watch here today. We've got Kern at strong safety, and now we'll take a look at the offense for the Tri-State Shields. David Ugarte back as the starting quarterback for Tri-State. Up front, Schmidt, Lecky, Lopez, Jimenez, and Giglia. Wide receiver, Joseph, Cribbs, Stevenson, and Miguel Masonette, the RB1, along with Harper at RB2. Miguel Masonette, of course, the former Pittsburgh Steeler and New York Jet, certainly bringing some star power here to the contest today.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to wrangle him up. We'll see what the boys can do.
Well, we've got the captains for the Fire Department of New York at midfield for the coin toss, and that includes the newly appointed Timmy Dollison at captain this year for the Fire Department of New York, as they have now accepted to receive, Ken. I'm surprised they didn't defer, but we'll work that out for you in just a couple of moments. And now let's take a look at the FDNY defense. At defensive tackle, Wilson, we've got Holmes, Forbes, O'Boyle, Payne, Zerbo, Carteron, Ruggieri, Sale, Dollison, who we just mentioned with the pick six last week, Danoon, key receivers, Cunningham, Pyram, Hines, and Carberry. Anything else you want to add to those?
Yeah, Zerbo will be out there calling the plays for the D, getting them from the sidelines. But Wilson up front, number 95, he's the guy Tri-State's going to have to watch out for.
And we're going to go getting ready now for the national anthem. The FDNY Bravest offense, Calabrese, the Tottenville product, starting under center today Nakarado, Ryan Seda, Maverick, and Kolodinsky up front on the O-line.
Yeah, go. Chris, Jeff, give me that shot. Give me the shot of the guy singing. Jeff, the guy singing.
The anthem is in the books. A shout out to Olawale Lawal out of Engine 234, a firefighter in Brooklyn, New York, and a great job a cappella of our national anthem. The officials congregating at midfield. Folks, we are almost set to go. Game 2 this 2026 season for the fire department of New York City. John Heffernan alongside Ken DeForest. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us in our NPSFL Game of the Week. You know, Kenny, if you look back at the history of these two teams and the latest iteration of the Tri-State Shields, FDNY with a commanding 4-1 overall record against the Tri-State Shield, including a win last season. What do you think about the matchup here tonight?
Yeah, I like that 4-1 record as a homer. I am used to play for the Bravest. So, but matchup today, these games can go anyway, any day, any week. So Tri-State, they came to play just like the boys in FD did. So,
well, certainly David Ugart, a mobile guy. Tri-State likes to throw the football. They rely heavily. They did it in week 1 against Chicago. They lose that one 21-6. So both of these teams sputtering offenses, but with Ugart under center, he can run the ball, he can throw the ball, and we'll see about the starter for FD, but it should be Calabrese, the Tottenville High School alum. But it will be FDNY to kick off here to start this ball game.
Yeah, if they get Ugart going early, it might be a long day for FD with all his skill sets.
Well, back to receive for Tri-State.
Number 20.
We got Miguel Masonette.
Yep. Number 5, Derek Johnson.
And, of course, doing the kicking once again for the fire department, Francis Cole, who, you know, I hate to pick out the, I hate to get picky, but missing a PAT last
Yeah, that's
2
not
weeks
like
ago.
Cole. Cole is a total weapon.
That was newsworthy in and of itself. But Cole is going to wipe the slate clean here today. He had that field goal in the first half 2 weeks ago against Corrections. And as we've said so many times, the best kicker in the National Public.
Yeah, without a doubt. He actually
league.
ran for a first down, too.
That
week.
is right. A little razzle-dazzle.
Yeah, got out there on the corner.
So we are set to go. Cole kicks away for the fire department. And that is going to be a touchback as it lands deep in the end zone. So Tri-State Shields will take over 1st and 20 here on Staten Island, New York.
Well, Cole gave us just what we expected, right out of the back of the end zone. So,
well, field position, obviously so important. minimizing turnovers, so important. Special teams, so important. And a windy afternoon here on Staten Island, New York.
Yeah, the wind could play a factor today, so see how much Tri-State comes out with throwing.
So right away, we're seeing twins to the right and single coverage for number 2, Eric Stevenson, the receiver for Tri-State. And it looks like the Shields are backing things up. And the ball's actually at the 30, Kenny.
Yeah. I wonder if the refs put him back in the huddle there. Oh, we had to wait for the chain crow.
I got you.
I think I see old Andy out there on the chains. What a guy.
So our first series of the ball game is here. Ugart under center. 6'1", 225. And it's a play action complete on the far side. That's number 22 hauling in the first pass of the ball game for Tri-State.
Yeah, a little 5-yard out. Looks like Tri-State's coming right to the line. Going to put some pressure on the FD.
And making the tackle, good coverage for FD. That was number 8. Timmy Dollison. We talked about the play of Dollison last week, picking up where he left off 2 weeks ago. Ugart on the run. He tucks it and runs. He's past midfield.
Ball's out. Looks like FD got it.
And a big break after a huge run by Ugart.
This looks like John Cunningham is on it, number 91.
Cunningham, a big fella.
There it is.
Number 91, indeed, Cunningham. In on the tackle.
Ugart with a 20-yard run, which ends with a fumble. Not good. Got to tuck that ball away, John.
And it was loose for a while before Cunningham pounced on top of it.
Well, like
and we got our first turnover in the first series, Ken.
Yeah, looked like Joe Ruggieri, number 50, knocked that ball out. Pursuit from behind. That's what defense coaches love to preach. Pursuit, pursuit, pursuit.
So it is Calabrese under center, the Tottenville alum who got the start 2 weeks ago from the shotgun. And immediately we see Trevor Ellum, 5'11", 215 out of engine 155. Not much happening. Maybe a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd and 9. But Ken, I mean, as far as we said, got to limit turnovers. But right away, after that huge run, Ugart coughs it up. And it's great field position for the fire department.
Yeah, 2nd and 9 now. Let's see what they can do. Got Herrick in motion, huh?
Recently a new father, Tommy Herrick. And that's a run up the middle past the 50-yard line. And that'll bring up about 3rd and 3, depending on the placement. The ball's now marked at the 48-yard line.
Trevor Ellum there with a nice 6-yard run right up the gut.
And Ken, he must have gotten at least 20 touches last week, close to 100 yards.
Yeah, he was the workhorse, without a doubt, last week.
With Trey Wilson retiring from the football team, it was the Trevor Ellum show last week. And you've seen more of the same here on this first series for Fire. And that just overthrown by Calabrese. That pass was intended for number 18, Kasim Thomas.
Yeah, a little out of the reach of Kasim.
So it'll be Cole with his first punt of the ball game.
Those running backs, you got to put that ball right in their hands there.
So, Ken, tell us a little bit about your experience as Sergeant at Arms and your involvement on this football team as Cole gets set to kick.
Yeah, I started playing with the FD team back in 2005. Played 16 years as a receiver. So I know a bunch of these guys and transitioned over to Sergeant at Arms. So.
Well, we're delighted to have you in the booth with us here today, Kenny. We're going to go and take a brief timeout and be back with more of FDNY football right after this.
Good afternoon. Captain Vish introduced me to the FDNY right here 21 years ago.
We outfitted him in John Plant's captain's outfit, put him on a truck with an axe, and they responded to an alarm. I remember that like it was yesterday.
And that night that I came here to the firehouse really began to galvanize a devotion and a commitment to serving our first responders that manifested itself into the creation of our first responder outreach program at the Sinise Foundation.
More good came out of 9/11 than evil.
And we're back here live at Tottenville High School. Cole set to punt, takes his time and gets away a beauty. Masonette can't hold on to it. Did he touch it?
Pick the ball up.
It could be a safety.
All right, just let him know that.
Or a touchdown. Let's take a look at that one more time.
He went to grab for it. I don't know if it touched him, but it would have been close.
High, booming kick from Cole. And, oh, man, it's close. Hard to tell from that angle, Ken.
Yeah, 26 has got to get down, spot that ball in the air, and keep it from going in the end zone. That's his job.
So that was Hines, the D-back, a special teamer for FDNY. Either way, the ball now at the 20-yard line for Tri-State. So a bit of a disjointed start to this one, Ken.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
But if that first series is any indication, Ugart is a guy to be reckoned with today.
Yeah, he is the guy for them. So
the longest run of the day by number 0, Ugart.
You got Tyler Harper back there with him, number 18, at running back.
So Ugart from the shotgun, hands it off.
Nice tackle there.
Great job on the D-line. That was number 49 for the fire department.
Linebacker.
Jason Carteron, 6'1", 215 out of engine 249. Watch double team,
the
too.
Rat House out here playing with his buddy Wheeler on the offensive side of the ball, same firehouse.
You know, it was Wheeler, Ken, that started this game at quarterback last year. So
yeah.
Just goes to show you some of the personnel changes year to year. And Ugart back to pass. It's complete. It's going to be short of a first down.
Timmy Dawson there in the tackle.
So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 from the 25-yard line.
Alan Avila out there, number 9 for the Bravest. He's a veteran. A senior statesman out there. I think he's in his 40s. Good old Alan. Played with him many years.
Gotta love it. Ugart, big 3rd down. And incomplete, and there's a flag on the play, and it looks like it's going to be pass interference against Khalifa Forbes.
That was a tight one. That was a tight call.
And we'll take a look at it one more time, and that will give Tri-State the first down. And it looks like he might have just jumped the gun a little bit, Ken.
Yeah, second early.
So it will move the sticks, and a big play right there. As Tri-State now has a new life and a first down. The ball's at the 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Tri-State 36. Play action. Ugart's got time. He's still on his feet. Finally forced out of bounds by number 44, Zerbo.
Yeah, a couple tough yards there by Ugart.
A little pump fake from Ugart, but credit to secondary for the fire department. Nothing happening for any of the receivers from the Shields. Nearly getting the tackle there was Ruggieri. That certainly tripped up Ugart.
He's going to have to tackle Ugart high, Ruggieri, if he wants to bring him down.
Exactly. Well, gain of about a yard or two on the play. It'll bring up second down. Ugart again. Will go to the near side. And this time the coverage picture perfect. Redeeming himself there, Khalifa Forbes.
Yeah, he had that the whole way. High spying that. Came up with a nice hit. Incomplete. Put the helmet right on the ball. That's how it's taught.
Pass intended for Masonette. And we're once again, Ken, at a 3rd and long.
Yeah, Bravest out there in their old 3-4 defense. Using that for years now.
3-4 defense. Oh, and the big fellow Wilson. I mean, he absolutely.
The center's balking at him.
He absolutely freight trained that guy, but it's going to go against Wilson, I believe.
Yeah.
Is it going to be an offsides call? It appears it was Wilson. And again, a costly penalty here in the first quarter. That goes against the fire department of New York. So it's a 5-yard gain, and we'll stay at 3rd down, but it's now 3rd and 4. Ugart back to pass, right up the gut, and just an absolute dart to number 20, Miguel Masonette.
Yeah, it just looked like a little over route. Yeah, he was coming from the slot on the left side, just a little slant there in the middle. Find the seam and get the ball.
So a big first down.
Timeout on the field. Yeah, it looks like they're going to regroup a little bit.
We got. Okay, we're going to take advantage of the timeout on the field to go to this commercial break. We'll be back with more right after this.
Giving a mortgage-free home to a catastrophically injured veteran. Do people understand what that means? A lot of these people living in situations that they can't get around, with their disability. I mean, come on.
By the end of next year, we'll have paid off mortgages for over 2,000 of these great heroes. And also for fallen first responders that are catastrophically injured or die in the line of duty to leave young families behind. We're proud of that.
Tunnel to Towers has been caring for America's greatest heroes for more than 2 decades, and we ask you to join us on our mission to do good.
And we're back here live, Staten Island, New York, Tottenville High School. Let's take a look now at the Tri-State Shield's player spotlight. Linebacker Joey Maniscalco, and our player spotlight presented by Globe Life Insurance. Sleepy Hollow Police Department, his 5th season with Tri-State, and he played at Tappan Zee High School. So it is first down for Tri-State, who are putting together an impressive series offensively right now. Another pass from Ugart. And again, it's Masonette with 2 receptions in a row.
Back to back. Almost looked like the same route, too. So they're keying on him now.
Ken, we talked a little bit about it pregame that Tri-State really likes to throw the ball. They threw the ball a lot more than they ran it against Chicago despite that loss. But they seem to be moving the ball effectively on this series in particular.
Another pass play here.
Ugart's going to wisely.
Well, 53 claiming the tackle, so we'll give it to him. Almost looked like he tripped up, but.
That was Carlos Holmes for the fire department. And
it's a big
Patrick
tackle there.
Schmidt, offensive tackle, is our player spotlight on the offensive line. The New York City Police Department, Office of the Chief of Department, 4th season with Tri-State. and played out of Long Island at Massapequa.
Yeah. Which I believe they played 2 years ago against Tri-State at Massapequa, so it must have been a nice homecoming for him.
I know this is a brand new field at Tottenville High School.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And that'll bring up 3rd down. Once again, big play here. Ugart under pressure takes off, and he gets brought down by number 50. That was Ruggieri.
Sure, another big tackle. Yeah, Ugart's not going to stick around too long, so if he sees a lane, he's taking it.
And that'll bring up 4th down, and it appears that Tri-State, Ken, is going to be going for it on 4th down. Rolling the dice.
4th and long, no less. Maybe they're going to try and draw him off sides. I mean, if you're playing Madden, maybe you go for it here, but I don't like it here.
Well, both these teams, their offenses.
In-state rivalry game. This is a big call here.
They've been both struggling a little bit, so hey, try anything. Ugart, another pass to lefty, and it's incomplete.
Bounced it in there.
In on the coverage, Darren Payne for FDNY. As we take a look at it one more time.
I think the fire truck might have helped out there with the siren in the background. They knew it was 4th down.
We got all sorts of stuff going on here today.
You never know out here in Staten Island.
So credit the defensive secondary coming through big on that 4th down. So
stand.
A huge stop for the fire department. They'll take over at their own 42-yard line.
Yeah, offense looking to get something going here. I can assume they're going to put the ball in the running back hands and get the horses up front moving. Get them downhill.
Yeah, exactly. So
man in motion.
but that's why
Handoff to Elam.
Elam with a nice spin move to avoid that first tackle.
He may have picked up a yard or two as we take a look at it one more time.
Tough 2 yards there.
Well, let's first check out the Bravest player spotlight. Frank Zerbo, the veteran. Engine 160, the Hillbillies. We got to find out more about this reality TV show, the Broken Skull Challenge.
Broken Skull Challenge. Yeah, I watched it. It was good. It wasn't bad. A little him and Stone Cold Steve Austin giving him the business.
That is awesome. What do you think Zerbo brings, Ken, defensively for this?
A lot of life.
Team?
A lot of life Zerbo has. He's vocal. He's a good player. He knows what he's talking about. And a big first down there by Trevor.
And Elam pushed out by Heslop Garfield, 6'4", 220, defensive end out of the Department of Corrections.
FD using a lot of motion back there with the receivers.
What did tell me a little bit about sort of your opinion on the different running styles of Trey Wilson versus Elam. Trey Wilson, so many fine memories of this guy over the years.
Yeah, Trey was very good. Fleet of foot, if you will, probably a little faster than Trev, but Trev's, I think, more of a downhill guy. Gets in between the tackles and could put his head in there, and it's working for him. Now we got the nickname The Bus back there with Calabrese at running back.
So FD backed way up. Was there a penalty on that play? Calabrese off and running on the far side as he gets back to the line of scrimmage and maybe a yard after that.
I don't know if we missed the penalty before, but there's one out there now, and the ref said it was a holding on FD, so we're going to bring this back as well.
So a tight game being called here for sure, and it will in fact go against the fire department, and it's going to back things up even more.
Yeah, and Calabrese getting to the outside there. That's not the last we're going to see of him. He's a real quick fella. They're going to utilize his speed to make some plays out there.
I had a chance to talk with Calabrese a couple of weeks ago before the first game of the year, and he was like a kid in a candy shop, just chomping at the bit to go, thrilled with the opportunity. A little banged up last year. We saw him in spots, but it's his team right now.
Yeah, it sure is. Young guns. That's what we need. The young guys to come in, fill the spots of the vets. Start taking over.
So
Yes, should.
another flag. My gosh.
It's not going to help.
And once again, it's going to go against FDNY. And it's going to back it up even more.
And Calabrese's no stranger to playing at this field. This is where he played his ball for 4 years. So, local kid. I'm sure he's got his fans out in the stands with his family. Looking to have a big day, but these offsides and penalties aren't helping him. That's second, and I can't even count that high. It's not a joke.
To say the fire department has a ways to go is an understatement. Pass play complete.
There it is. Over to Wheeler, number 3.
Wheeler cutting across the middle of the field.
Nice little pitch and catch. That's what we got to do here.
Making up a little bit of ground as FD looks to continue to chip away on this drive. Sidearm from Calabrese.
Yeah, got a little post route. Got some separation. And you want the ball in Wheeler's hand any way possible. He can make some plays. He's another quick fella out there.
That was Raheem Bradshaw on the tackle for Tri-State.
Braves coming out in a quad set, 2x2, single running back.
It's about 3rd and 20, 25. Oh!
Dropped it. He dropped it.
Going for the one-hander, nearly coming down with it was Evan Flowers out of engine 221. One of the captains of this team. Is Evan a captain?
Evan, I don't believe is captain.
Okay.
No. He's
One
a
of the
hell of a
veterans.
player, though. He's a veteran. He might be the best athlete on the field, too. He almost comes down with that. I think the ground did not help him.
Oh,
bounces
man.
right out.
He had it. I mean, he goes horizontal, and like you said, bouncing off the turf.
Yeah, that's
ball
what you get out of
popped loose. That would have been the catch of the year. So Conlon back to kick, back to punt. And again, it's another beauty.
But at some point, we got the max is 12 yards on that.
And it's number 6 for Tri-State.
Nice little run by number 6 there, Tri-State.
He's pushed out by Ruggieri, who we've really seen a lot of today. Ruggieri's come to play. It was Ramel Joseph, out of the Port Authority Police Department on the return. 5'10", 196. So Tri-State will take over from their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, Ruggieri's all over the place. Another young kid, second maybe year on the team, and he's playing well today.
I want to give a shout out to the coaching staff as well in just a moment. But first, serving the nation by honoring veterans, first responders, their families, and those in need. The Gary Sinise Foundation creates and supports unique programs designed to entertain, educate, inspire, strengthen, and build communities. While we can never do enough for our nation's heroes, we can always do a little more. The Gary Sinise Foundation. First down, Tri-State.
Right, and I know you and Flowers were on the same page.
And Ugart once again back to pass, pocket collapses, steps up, and throws it out of bounds on first down. Good coverage there by number 6, Darren Payne. Did he make the catch?
They're giving him the catch, yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I thought he was out of bounds too. Receiver just planted out there.
Stepping up is Ugart.
This is a nice throw right over the DB there, in between the safety and the corner. Good little touch on the ball by Ugart.
Was that Eric Stevenson tiptoeing the sideline and back pulls it in for the first down, Ken? The ball's at the 49-yard line of the fire department. And again, right over the middle. Another catch this time. It's Julio Ortiz for Tri-State.
Yeah, exactly.
They're exploiting the middle of the field. They're high percentages passing out there in the middle.
So as far as that secondary is concerned, Ugart seems to be picking apart a little bit. Anything you can share about the FD secondary right now, and maybe what they're doing?
Yeah,
they
just
could be doing different.
From up here, it just seems they're trying to pick apart that middle a little bit. So they're getting good pressure off the ends, FD.
Well, Khalifa Forbes in one-on-one coverage on the near side.
It's going to be tough to beat him anyway, Khalifa.
And Ugart once again on the run. And he's a couple of yards shy of that first down, but again, an impressive run. I mean, it's either through the air or on the ground.
Yeah, it doesn't take much for him. He sees the outside and it's open. He's taking it.
He's a big guy, too, at 6'1", 225. It's amazing how fast this guy can move.
Looks like
As
55 just
across
gets
the 40.
Sucked in there a little bit. Open the outside, and then Ugart's off to the races.
And that'll bring up second down. We got trips to the right for Tri-State. But it's Ugart going to his left. And that was intended for number 2, Eric Stevenson.
Yeah, number 6 out there, Darren Payne, complaining about maybe a hold on offense.
Yeah, Stevenson looked to break free here on that one-on-one coverage.
Yeah, well, maybe a little hold on. It looked like a good route, though.
But doing just enough to slow down the route.
Yeah, Darren
Payne maybe got away with a little contact there, but either way, it's going to bring up another third down for Tri-State.
Another big third down here for the Bravest defense. I don't know the Tri-State kicking game, but they might be in range here if they don't get it.
Ball's at the 26-yard line. And they need a couple here to keep this drive going. Ugart to his left. He's going to take it himself. It's close. And it looks like he's got it. And FD has got to find a way to contain David Ugarte.
Yeah, giving him first down. That was a design run out there. Give it to the playmaker. Let him get the 2-3 yards.
Carlos Holmes once again in on the tackle for the fire department. Holmes out of engine 225. And that's a big, big, big play for Tri-State as they got another 4. And an opportunity to keep this drive going. Good pressure this time by the fire department. You gotta love the pressure from Zerbo, who was able to bust through, Ken.
Yeah, swarm tackle there. That's what you need. Zerbo holding him tight. Didn't let him get away, and the rest of the gang shows up.
Zerbo virtually untouched. And the stiff arm from Ugart. Looks like he might have caught a little bit of face mask there.
Yeah, well, you got Cunningham and Denzel, 2 big bodies for the FD in the middle. There's not a lot of running action going on down there. But the outsides. Tonville under a little construction today, so we don't have the scoreboard going, so we're not sure of the time here.
We've got a whistle and a timeout called on the field. So we are going to take advantage of the timeout on the field for this brief message. You're watching FDNY versus Tri-State in the NPSFL Game of the Week. Back after this.
If any first responder or Gold Star widow has someone die in the line of duty and they leave a young family behind, we pay every mortgage off in America.
Which is such a humane thing to do, to take care of the people that are taking care of us.
Exactly. It's simple.
It's really simple math.
People know that when they make a donation, their money is going to go to these heroes.
True. It's like guaranteed in the bank. This is money well spent, and you know exactly where it's going. Please donate $11 a month at t2t.org.
We are NYPD officers, members of the community. We are a step ahead. We are first responders, protectors, and mentors. We are NYPD officers. Join us with over 300 specialized units and lucrative advancement opportunities. Be the change. Join the NYPD now. Visit nypdrecruit.com to learn more.
Back live at Tottenville High School. Second down for Tri-State from their 24-yard line. And Masonette with the reception.
Little screen out there to the right.
Brought down by number 49 for the fire department, Jason Carteron. We haven't seen any points in this one so far, but a little more rhythm, Ken, to Ugart, the offensive line, and the weapons Ugart has at his disposal, including Miguel Masonette, the former Pittsburgh Steeler.
Yeah, and it looks like we're going to flip sides here for the second quarter start.
So after one quarter of play, 0-0, we'll be back with the start of the second after this brief timeout. We're back here live at Tottenville High School, our NPSFL game of the week, 0-0 after one quarter of play. Time now to check out the FDNY player spotlight. Rob Wheeler, the former starting quarterback, engine 249, and offensive threat for the fire department all over the field, kind of a utility guy. 3 seasons now with the Bravest and played at Maritime. Rob Wheeler.
Yeah, Rob Wheeler, when he was still in high school, was down in my firehouse basement gym. Working out. His father was a former lieutenant in my place, yeah. So I know Rob is great. I know Rob since his days at over at St. Peter's and Susan Wagner.
Third down for Tri-State from the 20. Ugart back to pass, going for the end zone. And he underthrows number 22, Pat Olchovi.
Yeah, good pressure up there by the D-line. Makes him throw off the back foot. And even if it was a good throw, Zerbo was right there with the good coverage, so.
Olchovi.
Good stop.
5'8", 195. And again, the defense comes through for the fire department.
Looks like they're sending the field goal team out.
Indeed they are. Oh, well, wait a second. Yeah, there we go. It'll be number 35. David Bonagura.
David's got those old school pads on. They're flapping around there. He doesn't have the new school kicker pads on.
And another David to hold in Ugarte. And this is bad snap.
Denzel.
And Wilson nearly came down with it. We saw that 2 weeks ago. And David Bonagura this time decides to air it out after the bad snap. It went right to him, the kicker for Tri-State. He looked to his right.
Yeah.
Not sure.
I don't know if they went over that play too many times over there at Tri-State. No one home.
But it looked like, you know, Joe Ruggieri might have gotten away with a little contact there.
Either way, Bravest with another stop. First down, going the other way. Let's see what the Fire can do here.
So FDNY takes over. It'll be first down, Bravest. And we got a new quarterback under center. Johnny Conklin taking over for the Fire Department. A low snap, quick pass to his right.
There you go, positive yardage. Get Conklin confident. I like the play call there. A little catch and throw. Get Conklin into the rhythm of the game.
A little screen pass to number 18 for FDNY. That's Kasim Thomas, as you mentioned, 5'10", 190 out of engine 62.
Conklin, of course, used to play for the Corrections, which is, you don't see many guys around here getting to play for two teams, but then he changed sides, came over to FDNY, and now he's back there at center.
Ball's at the 16-yard line. The second down. And Conklin again finds his target, and a good cutback there by number 18, Kasim Thomas. Conklin going to Thomas a couple of times in a row.
That's it, another little pitch and catch. Thomas from engine 62. Makes a nice little cut up field, gets some positive yardage for the Bravest. This is what we need. That's what they need. We got to stop saying we, John. You know, I'm not out there no more.
You know, we talked about sort of some of the struggles offensively for both of these teams. And what do you think it is? I mean, just to kind of get things going.
Yeah, listen.
Is it due to the nature of the beginning of the season, or just kind of the way things are?
A little bit of both. Definitely beginning of the season. You know, these guys aren't practicing 5 days a week. It's their own time. It's their own dime. You know, Bravest is practicing twice a week. So slowly and steady you start to mold.
Trevor Elam on the carry. And that'll bring up third down. You know, you mentioned, Ken, these guys practice a minimum of twice a week. They're on the job. They've got families. You can attest to all of this. And I think it's just important to point out, all of these funds are raised through charities, through donations, through charitable initiatives, and through some of the important sponsors and charitable organizations that you guys are affiliated with and league-wide. And can't underscore the importance of that, not quite enough.
No, the donations helping the families, helping the brothers. There's Wheeler with a little pitch and catch.
Another completion. So Conklin is injected a little life here.
That's
Ken.
it, a little 3 for 3, Conklin.
And do you think...
they don't got to be pretty, they just got to be complete.
Vinny Sheeta, one of the offensive masterminds here in 2026 for the Fire Department of New York. Of course, Cam Peak, the head coach.
Had the pleasure of playing with Cam back in the day.
Stevie Orr, special teams coach.
Had the pleasure of playing with that man, too.
And tell me a little bit about playing with Stevie and Vinny and all the boys that are now in the coaching.
Yeah, well,
ranks.
Stevie, as you can imagine, was slightly intense. So he's been yelling and screaming since the day I met him. But
you guys, I think, posted a shot of Steve and Vinny. They looked like they were like 20 years old.
Oh, yeah.
On Instagram recently. It was such a great picture, though.
Yeah, they stay in shape. They're out there running and working out. And, you know, they're at practice with these young guys running around, too. Trying to stay young.
It's hard to do. That's going to bring up fourth down, Ken.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to measure this. I don't know if he got it, but.
Well, they will take a measurement, as Ken just pointed out. Depends on where the spot is, and I don't think they've got it.
No.
Yeah, so it will in fact be 4th down with 11:05 in this second quarter. Still no score. And what does, looks like Cole will come out to punt.
Yep, 4th down. We're going to punt it here. Maybe
check one.
Pin Tri-State back a little here. Now Cole is, he does that rugby style, so he's probably going to roll out to his right and wait for pressure before he kicks it, which gives the guys running down on punt a
Cole
big advantage.
Standing at around the 26-yard line. And again, a great punt by Cole, and it takes the friendly FD bounce.
Great roll there, great roll.
It's going to go all the way to about the 12-yard line.
And that's the weapon there. Cole can look up. If he has no pressure, he's told to hold that ball. He holds, gets rid of it, and the guys are already downfield. The returners can't do much with it.
Oh. Help me out with the math here, Ken. He was at his own 26-yard line, and we are down to, I just want to see, is that the longest punt of the day for Cole?
10,
looks like it.
Looks like the 12-yard line-ish.
Yeah.
You're asking the wrong guy about math.
Either way. Either way, it will be Tri-State taking over. They got a long way to go. But with Ugarte, I should say.
Yeah, he's playing well today. He's obviously their player, their go-to guy.
Well, the biggest plays today offensively for either team have come at the hands of Ugarte. And he's got some time here, rolls to his right, and he unleashes a pass wide open to the 40, the 30, FD giving chase, the 10, 5, touchdown, Derek Johnson from the NYPD breaks through on a gorgeous pass from Ugarte. It was Johnson who broke behind the secondary and was wide open, and it's 6-0. Tri-State, my goodness.
Well, we're back to math here because that's about an 85-yard touchdown pass. Just a breakdown in coverage back there.
And credit Ugarte, under pressure, throws up a prayer. He happened to catch Derek Johnson.
Thought Darren Payne might have ran him down, but just too much of a lead there. Touchdown, Tri-State.
So the biggest pass play of the game, and certainly perhaps of the season for Tri-State.
Yeah.
Set to kick. It's number 35, Planagura.
No good.
And it's no good.
Silver lining in that. No good PAT.
So the first points of the ball game, and they're big. Tri-State takes the second quarter, 6-0 lead. We'll be back with more right after this.
You think you've got what it takes to be a part of the best team in Los Angeles?
It takes dedication, courage, and perseverance.
Every drop of sweat and moment of sacrifice will push you forward, not just as an individual, but as a team.
Make today the day you show the world what you're capable of.
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Visit LASD.org and take the first step in becoming a deputy sheriff.
If not you, then who?
As we thank all who have served, we also renew our commitment to those who need us most. Together, we can ensure that our severely wounded veterans have homes where their service is honored each and every day. To all our veterans, we salute you, we thank you, and we stand with you, always.
And we're back here live, everybody. Got to make a correction right off the jump. That touchdown scored by Ramel Joseph on the beautiful catch out of the PAPD
tough to see those numbers. So, you know, the 6s, the 8s, the 5s, they all look alike up here. Kick off Wheeler with the return here.
Wheeler gets kind of clotheslined. And no flag on the play, but that was Joey Maniscalco in on the coverage.
Wheeler looking for a little help, it almost looks like, but he also thinks he's got to hit a hole here full speed.
Wheeler's been busy today.
Yeah. As usual. Wheeler, Flowers out there. It's a good duo at receiver for them.
And so it'll be first down for FD. From the 25-yard line. And once again, we've got Conklin under center with 10:15 to go here in the second quarter. Conklin back to pass, finds his man. That was number 83 with the catch.
Gerard Waterman.
Waterman getting a piece of the action at the receiver position.
Great little pitch and catch.
Conklin in a hurry got that one away.
Again, it doesn't have to be pretty, but move the ball downfield. Bray was coming out. Quad formation again, 2x2.
Conklin again back to pass, scrambles to his right, under pressure. Pass intended for Trevor Elam. Incomplete. And that'll bring up third down. Six to nothing, Tri-State with the lead. Big third down here in the second quarter. We got Twins to the left, lining up to the right. It's Waterman in one-on-one coverage. Conklin back to pass. Wide open in the flat. That was number 2, Flowers with the catch.
That's it, just a little crossing route underneath. Nobody covering Flowers, which is a mistake every day of the week.
Obviously, the secondary for Tri-State respecting the receivers for the FDNY as Flowers.
That's a good time call right there. I don't think they ran that all day yet.
Flowers picks up the first down on a big one for the FDNY. The ball's at the 46-yard line. Hand to Elam. Elam to about the 49. 5-yard pickup by Elam.
Good pickup by Elam. We had a pancake block coming back towards us. Number 59 for the Bravest.
Elam with a bit of hesitation here to his left. Cuts back to his right. And is brought down by a trio of defenders for the Shields. So second and about 4 from the 49-yard line. As FDNY now in Tri-State territory. Rolling to his right. Conklin complete to number 81. In on the catch. That's Herrick. He had a big one last week. And another one here today. Tommy Herrick, a new father as well. A beautiful daughter. Our beautiful son Hunter, I'm sorry.
He told you not to say daughter. He's going to be mad at you. You know he watches these when he gets home.
The longest active member of this team in his 18th season, Tommy Herrick.
Nice little naked bootleg there by Conklin. Finding Tommy.
Elam.
There we go.
Gains about 4 yards on the play.
There's a flag. That's going to be 15 yards against Tri-State. He got bullied downfield, and he didn't like it, and he threw a half-hearted punch to the helmet right in front of the ref, and it's going to get you every time.
You can't do that.
Seems the baseball team over there, the Townville Pirates, just hit a foul ball over here.
We've got the baseball field directly behind us.
Thank God we're in the booth there. We might have been hit.
And with the metallic bleachers, you can hear that ball land all the way over here. So these penalties,
so what we can do is you can get
really costly, especially this one with a personal foul. Again, Elam on the carry.
Yeah, it might bring the Bravest down almost to the 15. With a first down, so big opportunity here.
Take a look at it one more time. Elam with the cutback.
So you got 59 here, making a great downfield block, playing to the whistle, as you taught since you're 6 years old. And then the Tri-State guy didn't like it. Gave him a double-handed shot to the helmet, which gets you some laundry. A 15-yarder.
Hey, could we, if we get a chance, I want to take a look at that pass play touchdown from Tri-State. Maybe towards maybe at halftime, but that's certainly worth taking a look at one more time. And
nice to look at again.
You know, want to give credit where credit is due for Tri-State, and
Conklin getting a little direction there from Vinny Sheeta. Coming into the huddle, going to give the play to the boys.
It was Ramel Joseph with that touchdown. Him as number 6, but let's move forward. It's first down, FDNY. After the penalty, a man in motion, and the handoff. Elam's got room. Stumbled just a little bit. Thought he might have been able to get in. He loves to, kind of get that juke, get those hips moving. Again, Elam now.
Nice run off the right here for Elam.
Breaks one tackle there.
Oops, trips up a little bit.
Finally brought down by number 52, Tony Scarnati. Scarnati out of the Nurse Shell Police Department, 6 foot 240. With a timeout on the field, we will take a brief timeout. You're watching the NPSFL Network live from Staten Island.
If you're interested in becoming a deputy sheriff trainee, let me walk you through the process.
The first step to our process is to complete an application on our website. You will receive an email with instructions on how to take our written exam online. If you are successful in your written exam, you will move on to the next step, which is the physical agility test. If you're successful in your written examination and your physical agility test, you'll move on to the second phase, which consists of a polygraph examination, a medical, and a psych evaluation. The last phase will be a deputy chief's oral interview where you get the opportunity to possibly receive a conditional job offer. Hi, sir. How you doing?
Back here live, Conklin in the shotgun set. Second down, FD. Once again, the handoff. This time to Nick Sumter.
Nick Sumter.
Out of Engine 74.
Self-given nickname, the Bus, but not much cooking on that play.
So Sumter on the draw gets brought down by number 28, Joey Maniscalco. And a big play there defensively for Tri-State. Third down.
Third down here. I'd like to see Flowers and Wheeler here working the safety, make that safety pick, and then Conklin go the opposite way.
Far to the right.
Looks like we've got trips off to the left. Elam in the backfield.
Big third down. Rolling to his left is Conklin. Pump fakes, stumbles, and tries to pitch it with nobody home. And, I got to say, in those last two plays, you saw Elam kind of stumble a little bit, and we see Conklin stumble here. And I'm wondering if it has anything to do with his brand new field, which is gorgeous, by the way. But, see, Just kind of.
I don't know. Conklin might have to hit the ladder drill this week. All good, though. Bring out Cole.
So the fire department looking for their first points of the day with under 6 now to go until halftime. And Cole with the first half field goal against the Department of Corrections 2 weeks ago. Sets up here. It's going to be a 31-yard attempt. Wheeler to hold. Cole.
Looks good from here. Sure is.
It's perfect. Francis Cole gets the fire department on the board. We got a ball game with 5:45 to go. Tri-State 6, FDNY 3. We'll be back with more right after this.
If any first responder or Gold Star widow has someone die in the line of duty and they leave a young family behind, we pay every mortgage off in America.
Well, it's such a humane thing to do, to take care of the people that are taking care of us.
Exactly. It's simple.
It's really simple math.
People know that when they make a donation, their money is going to go to these heroes.
True. It's like guaranteed in the bank. This is money well spent, and you know exactly where it's going. Please donate $11 a month at t2t.org.
Discover, want to serve with a purpose, take the test.
If you're thinking about joining the Department of Correction, join.
I truly believe that I should have made this decision 10 years ago.
I wanted to do something that was both challenging and rewarding. If I can make a difference in somebody's life, then I think I've done my part.
It's high paying, it's a career, not a job, and I serve with a purpose.
Scan the QR code now. Register today to take the test. Do it.
And we're back here live at Tottenville High School in Staten Island. Francis Cole finally getting the FD on the board. We're here in late second quarter, 6-3. Tri-State with the lead. It'll be Cole once again kicking off for the fire department. John Heffernan alongside Kenny DeForest. Kenny, what do you think so far?
Yeah. Listen, we're playing, right? Some mistakes on both sides, some penalties. But we got a good game leading into half. And Cole with a big kick. Returned by Tri-State.
And on the far side, gang tackle by the fire department. Good coverage overall, led by number 27. That was George Kelly on special teams. And the return by Masonette.
I'm not a huge fan of that new kickoff. But
yeah, that's, really done
it's wonky.
Just prevent injuries. You see it in the NFL as well.
Tri-State out here. They're looking to get a drive in before the half. Put some more points up on the board get a bigger lead.
Whoops. Chris Cribbs in single coverage with Darren Payne. I haven't heard Cribbs' name called today.
Darren Payne, a former receiver for the Bravest, transitioned over to...
And that's just again, through the middle. Got to hang on to that one.
Can't do that to your quarterback. Puts it right in your hands and you just let it flop on the floor. No good.
Agarde with plenty of time. The lefty.
Maybe a case of alligator arms there. Hurt Forbes coming downhill maybe.
Perfectly delivered. A couple of big drops against Chicago in week 1 for Tri-State, including short touchdowns. Despite that game not being televised, I had an opportunity to talk to Danny Perez, the president of Tri-State. They played the defending champs tough. Another pass, this time complete past midfield. That was Thomas Davis.
Yeah, right back to Davis. Get his confidence in. I like it. I like to play Cole. Good pass and throw.
5'6", 165.
No problem with that one.
And on the coverage was Zane Danoon, and another pass for Ugart. That one through the hands.
That was hot.
Michael, who was that?
Number 9. Nope. Maybe a little too hot for number 9, but
outstretched hands, overthrown just a little bit. Ken, I really think our Ugart has not been made to feel uncomfortable enough today by that line for the fire department. Gotta maybe start sending some guys, maybe see some blitz action from the fire defense. We'll see. Speaking of which, here they come.
Here they come.
Right on cue.
There's Big Denzel coming downhill. Man.
It was the right idea, but the shifty Ugarte somehow.
Yeah, for him to get out of there, he just ran 50 yards to avoid a sack. 1 missed tackle, 2 missed tackles.
It keeps going. Now to the near side, Washington. That's 3 tackles.
3rd. Still getting the ball off. Impressive.
There's number 51.
Looks like there's a penalty out there on the offense. Not sure what they called.
It's going to go against Tri-State. And a break for the fire department of New York City. Of course, Kenny, so much of the season, a lot of the attention put on that Fun City Bowl coming up on May 30th. How important is it for FD to continue to improve leading up to the biggest game of the year that clearly gets the most attention
that's
in a
the
season?
big one for us. It's probably the big one for the league. FD, you got to make steps in the right direction. That was pretty loud. Leading up to that Cop game. All cylinders rolling by then.
2nd down, Ugart again through the air. And another drop.
Another drop pass out there on the outside. Ugarte can't do it all. He's going to need help here. I want to pull this game off.
Pass intended for Masonette.
Trips to our side here. Zerbo out on coverage with Payne. Looks like Timmy Dollison, the safety on our side.
A big 3rd down for Tri-State. Ugart to the air once again. Ugart buying time. He goes deep. Intended for Miguel Masonette. Nothing happening.
Good coverage back there by the Bravest.
Excellent coverage. Ugarte had nowhere to go, but it's really, Ken, his ability to improvise, to make something out of nothing. And we've seen it over and over here today for the Tri-State Shields and their quarterback, David Ugarte. What do we got here?
That's Rob Hoey, longtime player with the Bravest. Long-time coach now. He might be coaching six years. Probably played 14 of them.
Cam Peak out of Rescue 2, the head coach. Vinny Sheeta, assistant head coach, retired from a job. Steve Orr, DeFreitas, Kyle Harmon, Anthony Abadamarco.
Anthony Abadamarco played on this field. 1998 city champs for the Tauntville Pirates.
Wheeler is going to let that one bounce and finally picks it up.
He's got to pick that up way earlier. Way too much watching there from Wheeler.
I think he was
hoping to bounce out of bounds.
Well, maybe thinking it was going to go out of bounds. And that's going to back the fire department way up, Ken. And a good kick.
Good kick.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Once again, it was David Bonagura. So The fire department getting
Well, they were just showing Khalifa Forbes, number 7, who also coaches here at time, Bill.
I wanted to round out the rest of the coaches for the Bravest. Joe Monferrato, Hoey, as you mentioned, Mastronardi, Travis Pope, Mike Selazitsky.
Yeah, I think Tommy Slane, too, we might have missed. Played with a bunch of these guys.
We got a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9.
Maybe 1 yard there.
Let's let this go to a 2-minute warning.
Garfield Heslop in on the tackle.
Babes, you won? Rob, you won?
Joe Monferrato calling the plays today for the offense and the Bravest. He coaches down the road at St. Joseph by the Sea.
I know John Rosati's still very much involved. Ken,
as much as he wants to pretend he's not, he is.
A consultant or whatever you want to call him.
I hope he's getting a good salary. Consultant. He's doing a lot of work for the team.
Andy Singleton, of course, the guy behind the broadcasts, and now working for the league, a long-time coach, assistant for the fire department in New York.
Yeah, and he wears many hats, Andy.
And we've got another timeout on the field. It's a 6-3. Tri-State with the lead. 2:11 remaining until the half.
My name's Officer Combs, a recruiter for the Roanoke Police Department. I can give you a million reasons why you should come to this agency, but how about you hear a few from some of my friends? Let's go.
RPD values what we have to offer.
I grew up here in Roanoke and wanted to take care of our citizens.
I wanted to be part of a team.
Because we wanted a challenge. By working together, we can make a difference in today's youth.
Using the latest in technology to build a safer community.
We wanted to bridge the gap. We wanted to be the example. We saw our future with RPD. You see your future with us.
Everyone has their origin story, and we want this place to be yours. So apply today and change tomorrow.
Back here live, 2:11 to go in this second quarter. It's 2nd down. The fire department just trying to get some breathing room, and they do just that. A big run by Elam.
Yeah, moves the chains. Calabrese back in. He's telling the OC, give me the plays. Let's go. Time is ticking. Going hurry up here.
Elam ducks under a few defenders. And it's 1st down, fire department. Calabrese back to pass. Over the middle. No good.
Looks like Waterman couldn't come up with that, but Calabrese back here talking to Vinny, getting another play.
Globe Life Insurance provides accidental and supplemental health coverage for first responders for the times we least expect it. It's peace of mind coverage for on and off the job, including accidents and injury, ICU stays, cancer, heart attacks, and strokes. Contact National Rep Paige Drain for your free quote today. That's Globe Life Insurance.
2x2 here for the Bravest.
Calabrese with plenty of time now, rolling to his right, pump fake. And that's going to be way short.
Looks like 3rd and 3. The dial good went up.
You know, a lot of talk about this offensive line, Ken, as far as some new faces. How do you think they're doing so far here today?
It's probably the deepest the O-line's been in maybe since I joined the team. I got about 10 guys out there. All can play. So, you know, they're still learning the system. It's still new to them, but they're playing well. Might be offsides. We got him. Throw that ball up.
Could be a free play.
Yep.
And that guy came out shot out of a cannon.
Well, if that's offsides on Tri-State, that'd be a 1st down for the Bravest. With 1:41 left. I'd like to see Flowers Get the ball in his hands here, Wheeler. Get some of these playmakers involved. Get Calabrese to the outside. Let him use his feet.
Calabrese dodged a bullet there. Ball went on the ground, but it was number 28 that came flying in. Maniscalco, man. So it'll be first down for the fire department. Once again, Calabrese back to pass. Oh, excellent coverage by number 31, Raheem Bradshaw.
It's a good tackle by him. That was a simple slant route. 31, Bradshaw coming, breaking it up.
Out of the MTA Police Department, Bradshaw, 5'11", 180. As we take a look at it one more time. Single coverage.
It's a good play call. I'd like to see Waterman run through that ball instead of floating there a little bit.
And it was on the money from Calabrese. He's been a bit snake bit here this afternoon at Tottenville High School. The Tottenville alum, a homecoming of sorts in his second season with the fire department. They have yet to put the ball in the end zone here today. And Calabrese is dumped for a loss. As Yancey Reyes busts through for Tri-State, and he's all pumped up about it. He's a police officer with the NYPD, 6'1", 241. That's a big boy right there. Bam.
Yeah, just gets almost blocked right into him. But
Calabrese says, what do we have here?
Seems like that ball should have been out of his hands maybe. DB's covering the receivers pretty well. Know where to throw it. Ends up in a sack.
John Heffernan here alongside Ken DeForest, the sergeant at arms, as it were. For the
with
fire.
Arms. Some like to say.
Sergeant with
Our
arms.
old buddy Danny Ski used to say that.
So we've had enough time here in this first half, Ken, to make our own opinions and have our own assessments. Obviously, the big play of the game, I just want to give a shout-out to Ramel Joseph. Our apologies once again. What a catch and run for the superstar from Tri-State. The only touchdown of the day that we have seen. What does FD need to keep doing here? We've seen a little Conklin. We've seen a little Calabrese. You mentioned let's get Flowers more involved. Your thoughts on the offense so far?
Yeah, it looks good. You know, some penalties, some missed opportunities. But, yeah, Flowers, Wheeler, playmakers. So let's see them get the ball in their hands. Let's give them short little things. Let them break a tackle and off to the races with those guys.
You like, as far as gelling, Conklin or Calabrese so far? If you have to go with one, which one would it be?
You know, it's not my call, thank goodness, but you know that's what the team's looking at. They're giving them, it seems, 2 series each, and let's see what the boys got. And at the end of the game, the best player playing is going to be out there.
So the penalty backs up the fire department, Ken. It's third down, and the handoff, popped.
Good hit out there.
Oh, my gosh. And both of those guys look shaken up.
Yeah. Concussed himself there.
Elam on the receiving end of a shot from Tony Scarnati, back on this Tri-State team after a long couple of years away.
It's a big hit by number 52. He still looks wobbly out there.
Yeah, I mean, you could hear that one from up here.
Yeah, he's coming off gingerly. Just a little cobwebs, some Gatorade, and he'll be fine. A little smelling salt.
Tony Scarnati, described to me as ruthless by the president of this Tri-State team. He's got a nose for the football, and, man, you know when the guy giving out the hit gets banged up. That's
it's a good hit.
It's a good hit.
Glad I'm not on the receiving end of that.
Oh, my gosh. We saw a few in that week one victory over Corrections, a very physical team as well.
Yes.
And, you know, it's funny, if you think about the league so far, Ken, the New York City Police Department hasn't even played a game yet.
Yeah.
So they had a couple of changes in their schedule.
Yeah, it's anybody's season. It's anybody's season. Early on, like you said, NYPD hasn't even put a team out on the field yet, so no tape on them, so nobody knows. You know, it's a long season. This ain't going to end until June.
I still think until somebody knocks them off, Chicago very well coached, reigning national champions. I'm sorry, NYPD, the reigning national champs.
But Chicago
also one of the cream of the crop of the NPSFL. John Heffernan alongside Ken DeForest. It's Francis Cole back to punt. And Cole, as you mentioned, Ken, waits, steps to his right. It lands at about the 48-yard line. And Masonette spins away. Miguel Masonette with room. Masonette taken down finally at around the 15-yard line. Another big play, this one coming on special teams.
Yeah, that's a big first missed tackle. Almost had him dead to rights, and Masonette just spins out of it.
And a stiff arm from Masonette buys him some space and room as he goes to the far sideline at the 35, the 45, the 50, down to the 40.
Seems like it's halftime out here.
And there you saw it, folks.
Oh, got a little exciting end to the half there. It's not going to do anything for Tri-State, but build confidence.
So time on the side of the fire department as the clock winds down. 2 quarters in the books. Tri-State 6, FDNY 3. I'm sure there will be lots to talk about, both in the locker room and outside, as we head to our halftime break, everybody.
After 9/11, we drove down West Side Highway. This trip kind of reminds me of that day on the West Side Highway where we're in a van and we're driving down there and I'm sitting with 5 or 6 other officers and we're crying like little babies, like children.
Oh shit.
And to get off that van and walk to the building and everyone's clapping and just cheering and saying, "Hey man, thank you. This was really special." And it made me feel special. It brought me back to that day, and that was really cool.
Hi everybody, welcome to the Sinise Foundation. We want you to enjoy your time here for our Nashville Salutes Heroes. This is our very first one, and you're the very first.
Oh my gosh, look, his wig. Yeah, that's so cool. Without the Sinise Foundation and without the heart that Gary has, we wouldn't be where we're at today. And to have all of these people around us that have been on the same journey that we have is just humbling, and we can't say thank you enough.
What's important about this is community.
So I invited my buddies here from CSI New York, and you'll probably see some pictures of these guys on the walls around here somewhere. There's a few back there. You'll have to look for them hard. You know, we've kept them.
I'm going to rearrange it.
I know, he will. Somebody walk with him from the foundation to make sure he doesn't steal anything.
Coming here, it puts a smile on somebody's face is great, but to me, it's such an honor to get to shake these men and women's hands and get to spend time with them.
So we have a lot of stuff planned. You didn't know you were going to the Opry last night, right? Right. Yeah, so the Opry was cool, huh?
It was a surprise seeing Gary. It was awesome to see him and get to take some pictures on Forrest Gump bench.
Here you go, Forrest. All right, yeah. When I heard you were coming, I was really happy. Here, you get to hold a box of chocolate.
My sister-in-law, my wife, came out and played in Santa Rosa.
Where is that? Oh, this is Santa Rosa after the fire.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Wow, where is that?
Gold Star Mothers Concert, Little Creek Base, Virginia.
He gave each of us time and sat with us and shook our hand and hugged us. It was so cool to be seen after. You never feel seen or understood. He really does understand.
You're the only one who supports first responders. Thank you. This is my brother. He was killed 2 years ago.
I'm sorry.
He sat down with me on the Forrest Gump bench and he talked to me like I was an old friend, you know?
You don't have to thank me. This is all about thanking you.
You know, as first responders don't like somebody.
You'll like these.
As a car nut, we pull into the Tennessee Speedway there, and I'm like, nah,
The minute we got off the bus, one of the first cars I saw was a white 67 Nova that was almost a sister to mine.
I drove across country twice in a Suburban like that. My dad had a Suburban like that.
To walk around and see all these cars and big ones and little ones, and then obviously again with the entrance into the stadium, that came right back again. It rained a little bit, and it didn't matter.
When I got hurt, it was on a rainy day in 2019, and I haven't been able to spend a good day in the rain ever since. Memories, PTSD, just all the flashbacks. I don't consider it a coincidence that it rained. I made new memories. I sat out there in the rain. I had my little rain poncho on, sat in those seats, and I enjoyed every second of that concert because it felt like a new step.
I partook in the line dancing on the rooftop. He not so much, but it was such a blast, and seeing the accessibility instructor too, and seeing our friends that are disabled out on the dance floor was just so heartwarming, and they all were smiling and living their best life, and that was just such a great moment.
5, 6, 7. You're gonna pull that right leg out, and you're gonna snap that leg, and you're gonna
and everybody's getting down in this town. Ain't never gonna be the same. 'Cause I saddle up my horse and I ride into the city. I make a lot of noise 'cause the girls, they are so pretty. Riding up and down Broadway on my old stud Leroy, and the girl says, save a horse, ride a cowboy. What? Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Everybody says, save a horse, ride a cowboy.
We got to go to the listening room, hear some amazing songwriters.
Just to have that quality of entertainment, it was really, really good.
My grandfather's in the Navy, so this is very important to me.
I see you walking over my way.
We're taking 20 songwriters. We're going to come out of here with 20 songs that have been written on the spot by the people that are served by the Gary Sinise Foundation.
This open seat next to me.
I think our song came out very well.
Give it all we sacrifice through any time.
Writing the song for me was very therapeutic. Just getting some words on paper.
But we'll pay that price.
Being able to work with a writer to compose our own song was absolutely phenomenal.
Be the light, this world full of darkness will always be that light.
That's good.
Every time we turn around here, I'm just amazed. We're here at the Copperline Ranch, which is I guess the previous home and owned by Kenny Rogers, gambler. We walked in and first thing they said, food. Go get some food, you get some barbecue.
So being here with other first responders and military folks, just being recognized and seeing the love, feeling the love and the gratitude is overwhelming.
Got to see some demonstrations of the barbecue and the smokers.
I grill almost every single day. I had the backyard pitmasters out here, and they helped me learn about smoking. Looking forward to going home and trying it out.
They said, go pick out a hat. And I was like, are you serious?
There you go.
Better. This has been so much fun. I haven't stopped smiling. Yes, I've had a lot of tears, but new memories and new friendships. I bonded like we've been lifelong friends.
The word that continues to come up is genuine. Everything here is genuine caring, authentic, and it's hard to express. It's been fantastic.
Ah, good to see you. I'm going to take you in.
Good to see you, sir.
Come on. Look what I got for you.
You gonna go record?
I mean, what? I got a gold record.
You do.
I knew my sweet voice would make it happen.
We received a golden album that we got for our songwriting that we did yesterday. I mean, that blew me away. The generosity that comes from Gary and the foundation is just, there's no words for it. There's no words for it.
I don't say this to too many people, but when I do, I really mean it. You're a great man.
Thank you.
It's amazing. It's something that we're not used to.
This is such a wonderful event, and our way to say thank you to all the men and women who serve our country and protect our cities. That's what this is all about.
People like Gary that actually step up and do stuff like this, I can guarantee you that nobody here would ever get the opportunity to do these things if it wasn't for him and his help.
For those of you that don't like surprises, that's just a tradition for these events. We like surprises at the Gary Sinise Foundation. Please welcome Big and Rich.
Give it up for the redneck woman, Mrs. Bridget!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Mr. Larry Gatlin.
Said goodbye to the young as he left South Dakota to fight for the red, white, and blue.
This family is so much bigger than I ever thought it was. And my heart hurts knowing that people have been where I am and will continue to be, but my heart is also full knowing that we all have a place like this. That doesn't matter where you serve, law enforcement, military branch, whatever. It's home.
Today we get a closer look at some of our country's bravest citizens and heroes among us. It's a clear blue sunny day in New York City, and Frank Siller is walking towards the Freedom Tower in the heart of Manhattan. For the last 21 years, his mind goes back to a day that we'd all like to forget.
I want you all to know.
But he and his family are on a mission to make sure that September 11th is never forgotten. Like many New Yorkers, he was personally affected by the tragedy that unfolded that day.
Well, Stephen was the youngest of 7. He was our little brother for the Siller family. When he was born, my father was 49 and my mother was 44. So he was our little miracle. I was closest in age with Stephen, and I was 14 years older than him. And then as Stephen was growing up, our dad passed away when he was 8.5 years old. And I remember how upset we all were, but most certainly Stephen was devastated.
Raised by his older brothers, he was attracted to a life of service, in large part due to the influence of a family that took great pride in helping others.
On September 11, 2001, Stephen was just finished his night tour in Squad 1 in Brooklyn. He was on his way home, actually, to play golf, but he heard on his radio scanner that the towers were hit. He drove back to his firehouse. His company had already responded, so he drove back to his firehouse and got his gear. Put his gear in his truck, drove to the mouth of the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. Now, this tunnel connects Brooklyn with downtown Manhattan. It's not far away from Ground Zero when you come out the other side of the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. The tunnel was closed for security reasons, so there was an eyewitness that told me that Stephen's car came to a screeching halt. He hopped out, put his gear on, and jogged into that tunnel. And he ran through that tunnel, which is nearly 2 miles long. Last seen alive, west on Liberty Street, went into what we believe was the South Tower, because that's where all 11 Squad 1 members that he worked with perished. No doubt up the stairs, saving people, but while doing so, he gave up his own life. You know, finding out what he did that day, we knew as a family we wanted to do something to honor his sacrifice. A friend of my brother Stephen's, Billy Codd, called me up. He said, Frank, how about if we do a run? I said, Billy, you know, that's great. I don't mind doing a run, but, you know, I want to do something very unique. It's very special. He goes, I'm talking about a run through the tunnel like Stephen did. I was overcome with emotion, because when you hear the right thing, there's no doubt that you have to do it.
That epiphany sounded great on paper, but Frank wondered if he would ever be able to cut through the red tape necessary to shut down a major artery in the heart of the city.
All we want to do is retrace his final heroic footsteps. The guy's overcome with emotion, gets out from the back, hugs me, he's crying. And he says, we're gonna get this done. He calls up somebody from the Bridge and Tunnel Authority. In 15, 20 minutes, we had the streets closed and the tunnel closed. And it was the beginning of a miracle, of many miracles that were to be.
The first event in 2002 drew approximately 1,500 participants. Now, 20 years later, the run is expected to draw upwards of 40,000, with people from all walks of life eager to be a part of honoring the fallen and giving back to the countless heroes who were born out of our nation's darkest hour.
We have 2,500 West Point cadets that run in cadence. We have the Marines Corps. We have cops from all over the United States, firefighters that run in gear from all over the United States. They all want to emulate what my brother did, you know, running in gear. It's just a very emotional event. So it's grown to be this incredible event. It's the most important event that we do every year because our first mission at the Tunnel to Towers Foundation is to never forget.
Tunnel to Towers has impacted thousands of lives since its inception. Everything from mortgage-free homes for fallen first responders to golf outings, and of course, the event that started it all, the 5K run that traces the heroic path of Stephen Siller.
Stephen Siller will be remembered as being a hero because he laid down his life for his country.
Today we get
From one hero's sacrifice, a mission was born. Today, we stand at a historic moment. As we approach the 25th anniversary of September 11th, our mission has never been more vital.
The freedom and comfort that this home is going to give us versus where we're at now is incredible.
I felt like I was seen, that my service mattered to somebody.
With cutting-edge technology transforming our capabilities and the nation ready to remember, we're prepared to reach 1 million monthly donors and expand our impact like never before.
Without people like my brother, without people like our men and women who serve our country, we don't have a country. This is our promise, but not just for now, but forever.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Captain Vish introduced me to the FDNY right here 21 years ago.
We outfitted him in John Plant's captain's outfit, put him on a truck with an axe, and they responded to an alarm. I remember that like it was yesterday.
And that night that I came here to the firehouse really began to galvanize a devotion and a commitment to serving our first responders that manifested itself into the creation of our first responder outreach program at the Sinise Foundation.
More good came out of 9/11 than evil. And the good is a guy like Gary Sinise.
Giving a mortgage-free home to a catastrophically injured veteran. Do people understand what that means? A lot of these people living in situations that they can't get around, with their disability. I mean, come on.
By the end of next year, we'll have paid off mortgages for over 2,000 of these great heroes. And also for fallen first responders that are catastrophically injured or died in the line of duty to leave young families behind. We're proud of that.
Tunnel to Towers has been caring for America's greatest heroes for more than 2 decades, and we ask you to join us on our mission to do good.
I was a little boy in Jamaica. I saw a firefighter climb into a burning building, put out the fire, and I knew then that's what I wanted to do. My Pro B class was the first class after 9/11. Well, I played football in college as well, so as soon as I got on the job, even as a Pro B, guys were like, all right, listen, you got to play for the football team. Our second year, went to the championship and won against LA Fire, so it was a lot of fun. It's a whole different type of family concept. It's very cool. Fire duty is what we sign on for, but there's so many avenues on this job. As a mentor, I pay it forward by being consistent and leading by example. If you want to become a leader in the greatest fire department in the world, join the FDNY. It's hard work, but it's the best decision you'll ever make.
We are NYPD officers, members of the community. We are a step ahead. We are first responders, protectors, and mentors. We are NYPD officers. Join us with over 300 specialized units and lucrative advancement opportunities. Be the change. Join the NYPD now. Visit nypdrecruit.com to learn more.
You think you've got what it takes to be a part of the best team in Los Angeles?
It takes dedication, courage, and perseverance.
Every drop of sweat and moment of sacrifice will push you forward, not just as an individual, but as a team.
Make today the day you show the world what you're capable of. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Visit LASD.org and take the first step in becoming a deputy sheriff.
If not you, then who?
Welcome back to the NPSFL Game of the Week. John Heffernan, so glad you're joining us today on a breezy, overcast, chilly day at Tottenville High School in the borough of Staten Island, New York. It's the Fire Department of New York City trailing the Tri-State Shield 6-3. You know, we talked a little bit about our plays and keys to the game. First, for the Tri-State Shields, it's imperative that we play fundamentally sound football, set the tone, manage explosive plays on both sides, and not relinquish momentum. And I think, we take a look at the FDNY keys to the game from the coaches, including Vinny Sheeta and Cam Peak. This team is an extension of the Firehouse, which makes it an extension of our family. Playing for a school has an ending, but playing in the league does not. It's amazing. The feeling is the same after all these years. And that's Vinny Sheeta with the quote of the game right there. And we'll go back now live to the field. Second half is officially underway. Wheeler fields the kick. Wheeler patient. A good return.
Short kickoffs, that's what you get.
get good returns with short kickoffs.
Wheeler out to about the 43-yard line. John Heffernan alongside Kenny DeForest. Kenny, if there were going to be any adjustments at the half, whether coming from Steve or anybody else for that matter, Cam Peak, Vinny Sheeta, what do you think might have been fly on the wall take from the coaches?
Yeah, maybe some pressure from the outside. Hold those outsides for the Bravest defense. Don't let Ugart get rolling, get his feet working. And offensively, let's run the ball and hit our receivers, catch the ball. Just simple. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Well, it's certainly within reach for the Fire Department of New York. We mentioned 6-3 the score. And perhaps all the kinks have been worked out in that first half. I'd say really work on the discipline as well.
Yep.
Limit the penalties. And again, a bit of a delay out here to get this second half
a little chain gang
underway.
action. But great field position to start for the Bravest, so half a field to work with. And with Cole, the kicker out there, a few more yards might be in his range. But they're looking for more. They're looking for a touchdown this first drive. Come out, punch Tri-State in the mouth, get some points on the board.
So it will be Calabrese to start this third quarter, and we talked about limiting penalties. There's a flag right off the jump.
Right, the jump, a little past the Flowers, good run after the catch. Nice tackle by
I think that was number 14.
14, yeah.
Wayne Kendak, the defensive back, MTA police officer. And what do we got here, Ken?
Even if they ran,
Looks like,
I
don't know.
Zone.
Shane Walker didn't move. It's still 1st and 10.
So perhaps the flag going back into the pocket of the line judge. Still,
I think there's still some talk here. Stevie Orr's not yelling yet, so maybe it's not against us.
Well, it appears we will stay the same. Again, the conversation continues. We'll take a look at it one more time.
I didn't see any movement.
I think the fire department may have moved. It might have been the center. May have moved just a skosh.
Just a skosh.
Again, the conversation continues. And now
Ricky,
the coaching
can you go
staff
get
from
that charger
Tri-State
from
out to talk things over with the officials.
So why we have this moment, I got a little stat for us. The Tottenville Pirates out here in Staten Island have a couple guys who were pro athletes, starting with Joe Andruzzi, who has a Super Bowl ring with the Patriots. His 3 brothers, FDNY firemen.
Love that.
Yeah, Abdul Goulier, he played D-line, and Jason Marquis was a stud pitcher out here, MLB, won a World Series ring. So they got some talent coming out of the Staten Island school.
Speaking of talent, let's give a shout out to the Staten Island Boys Football League. It's a youth league ages 5 to 13, and in the house today we've got the Staten Island Football League Packers and their head coach Ricky Cardenas. Their home opener next Saturday versus Army, led by their quarterback Joey Drizga and their running back Kevin Halinka. They've been making a lot of noise, and the stands today, we love having them here, and we wish them all the best in their upcoming season. Spring football in Staten Island. So that penalty will go against Tri-State. Ellen with the carry, and that should be good for the first down.
First down there, yeah. Speaking of Trevor coaches these young kids at the Staten Island Boys, along with Ricky. Ricky's a former FDNY linebacker here.
Well, there you go. And I was going to say, one of the coaches for the Packers, our very own Trevor Ellum.
And I believe John Ring. His name might ring a bell. A DB for the Bravest for many years. He also coaches with those boys.
So a very spirited group of youngsters in the stands today, catching their heroes in action, and all these guys, Kenny, are heroes in their own right. What they do on and off the field, day in and day out, including playing this great game. It's a great shoestring tackle.
Yeah. Good tackle from behind. Prevents maybe 5 to 6 more yards there.
And we've heard his name a lot. Check out number 40, Garfield. He's slapped. Boom.
Nice tackle. Nice pursuit.
Big, tall guy.
That's pursuit right there, kid.
6'4", 220. He's slopped out of the Department of Corrections. And the Tri-State Shields can incorporate shields from all different agencies, including the U.S. Marshals, and FBI, CIA over the years, cops, corrections, sanitation. And Calabrese, under pressure, is able to get it off. Rumbling, stumbling, number 47. Is that Jared Brown?
Yep, that sure is. First catch for the day for him. The big body out there, number 47. I like to see the stats on him. He's a big man out there. Third and about a yard, maybe.
A new addition to the roster this week for the FDNY as far as numbers are concerned.
We got a tight bunch out here to our left.
And it's a third down for FDNY. Calabrese getting the go here to start the third quarter. As we mentioned, he's rolling to his left. He dumps it off.
Looks like a pickup of a first down there.
It was number 18 with the reception, Kasim Thomas.
Kasim Thomas seems to be their little scat back, their little Dave Meggett type out of the backfield. You kids don't know who Dave Meggett is, look him up.
Maniscalco with the pressure as he popped Calabrese. And also getting a pop in was Miguel Masonette. So Masonette, he's going offense, he's going defense.
It's everywhere. First down. Bravest putting together a nice little drive here.
A huge play for the Bravest. As they are at the 35-yard line on first down. And that is caught by number 2, Evan Flowers.
Flowers, yeah.
And I noticed too, I believe it was Tommy Herrick who was also open. And Calabrese had his options for sure.
Flowers wide open again. They just don't seem to be covering him.
Flowers puts the head down, forging ahead for another first down.
Well, they're plenty. They're not settling for 3 here, but they are in Cole's range with the wind. But we got a first down. Bravest looking good here. Opening drive, second half.
Calabrese, shotgun set.
Mighty Canadian Goose flying in on the field.
And a whistle. Kasim Thomas was in the backfield. And it's going to be an offside call.
A little pushing and shoving down there, but the lineman. Shout out to those linemen up front, both defensive and offensive. They are banging heads all day long.
In the trenches.
Yeah, never getting the glory, but they're spearheading the whole operation.
Well, I want to give a little glory to FDNY veteran and captain John Ceda, number 52, 5'9", 260 out of ladder 61. You talk about an unheralded guy. You see him toward the latter end of that replay.
Yep. Captain John, he's a good player. Wears his heart on his sleeve out there.
Well, that's going to back it up. It's still first down. Calabrese with the pop over to Flowers. And Flowers with the seam.
There we go. Get the playmakers the ball.
You know, Ken, you talked about it in the first half, the importance of arguably the best athlete on the field in Evan Flowers, getting him more involved. Perhaps that was part of the discussion at halftime.
Yeah, especially if they're not going to cover him. There's nobody within 7-8 yards of Flowers, which is a mistake at any level. Looks like Wheeler out there on the block.
They had a bunch of shit down there.
Calabrese hands. Ooh, right up the middle.
Three-man gang right there tackling the running back.
Kasim Thomas with another carry here in the third quarter. And we'll take a look at it one more time.
Who's down?
Good penetration by Tri-State.
Three-man penetration. Good tackle.
Bravest Restorations, everybody, based out of Long Island, New York. Bravest Restorations is in the business of helping people. Knowing how devastating a disaster can be, they are committed to providing whatever it takes to minimize physical damage. Bravest Restorations are the disaster experts you can trust. And folks, with this time out on the field, it's time for us to step away for this brief time out. You're watching the NPSFL live on the NPSFL network.
Discover, wanna serve with a purpose, take the test.
If you're thinking about joining the Department of Correction, join.
I truly believe that I should have made this decision 10 years ago.
I wanted to do something that was both challenging and rewarding. If I can make a difference in somebody's life, then I think I've done my part.
It's high paying, it's a career, not a job, and I serve with a purpose.
Scan the QR code now. Register today to take the test.
Do it.
You think you've got what it takes to be a part of the best team in Los Angeles?
It takes dedication, courage, and perseverance.
Every drop of sweat and moment of sacrifice will push you forward, not just as an individual, but as a team.
Make today the day you show the world what you're capable of. Are you ready?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Visit LASD.org and take the first step in becoming a deputy sheriff.
If not you, then who?
Big third down for the fire department. Rolling to his right, Calabrese finds Wheeler.
Nice first down there. A little naked boot. Some pressure in his face, but got rid of the ball to the receiver. Nice first down.
And Ken, you mentioned got rid of it, and he got rid of it in a hurry. It shows a lot of confidence that Calabrese has in Wheeler and in himself here. Rolling to his right, and again, a wide open Wheeler it's this time.
Yeah, first and goal. Number 40 for Tri-State, Garfield putting the pressure on. He wasn't fooled.
Tony Scarnati in on the tackle.
Hurry. Tell them hurry.
For Tri-State, and it's a first and goal, as you mentioned, Ken. And a timeout called by the FDNY.
Looks like a little play calling mishap.
So the FDNY going to talk things over as they are on the doorstep. John Heffernan alongside Ken DeForest. And we saw this 2 weeks ago, Ken. Not a lot of offense in that first half from the fire department, but slowly started to churn it out against Corrections.
Yeah, it's
including
like
an Elam touchdown and a pick six, and this time it's first and goal here in the early part of this third quarter.
Yeah, a bit of a boxing match. Get the jab out there, filling it out, coming out the second half. Starting to put pressure on. FD's looking good, marching down the field. Limit the mistakes and take some points out of this.
Well, it's interesting to see Calabrese get the start in that third quarter. Conklin effective through the air. But the tandem seems to be working so far as those guys with their own separate skill sets, and it's Calabrese this time who's taken over.
Yeah, Calabrese bringing them down the field. And FD's been doing this for years. Davin, Mitras, Mafarato, Davin, these two fine quarterbacks. So they're just trying to figure out the puzzle, put it together, and who's left standing at the end of the year and the best chance to beat the Cops.
You know, we talked about this last week. I want to give another shout-out to Joe Herman, and I know that was a big loss, wearing the number 13 on the helmets this year, and wanted to give a shout-out to his entire family. We can talk a little bit more about Joe.
Yeah, we'll bring Joe up.
As we will all season long. So it's first and goal.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh. And it's just a thunderous shot from number 58 for the Shields. Kamar Giddin.
Coming out of a timeout, that's unexcusable. Almost looks like they weren't even settled on the snap. Quick handoff. Could have done better there.
Giddin, 6 feet 260 out of the Shelton Police Department. Looking to lock up the Fire running backs. He just absolutely swallowed the play right there.
Wow. Sheldon. Where's Sheldon? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure
Look
either.
that up. I'm usually good with that.
Second down now after the loss.
Seems we got an extra lineman in the game.
And a high snap, and the ball's on the ground. It's loose. Tri-State's motioning as if they have it.
Head official looks like he's signaling Tri-State ball. And these are the mistakes we're talking about.
I mean, you want to talk about costly. Second and goal. There's the high snap that kind of created the problem. Handoff muffed as Kasim Thomas was.
I feel like Kasim maybe should have just got out of the way, let the quarterback catch that ball first. But either way, high snap, turnover on downs, turnover because of the fumble.
And that is huge.
Great drive, great start, and then just a flooded finish there for the Bravest. Tri-State taking over.
A huge turn of events. Again, another turnover. And it was in that third quarter 2 weeks ago that it was Timmy Dollison who was able to get that turnover for the fire department on the pick six. Third quarter this week, it's Tri-State. Talk about timely. Ugarte pump fakes. And
this guy's still.
He avoids about 3 or 4 defenders.
Yeah, get some positive yardage out of that. I don't know how he did that, but keeps his legs moving. And if you want to tackle a man that big up top, it's not going to happen.
That was as close to a sack as you could possibly get. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Look at his legs. No one on the
6.
legs, though, so. Got to wrap those legs up. Can't move it.
Understatement of the game would be that Ugarte is tough to bring down. You saw it right there. And it's Ugarte, shotgun, not a great snap.
No, he's not getting out of that one.
This time,
there.
The boys in red are making Ugarte see red after that one.
Tough snap for Ugarte to handle, and then the play was just extinguished right off the bat.
Carlos Holmes leading the way for the fire department of New York. Holmes, 6 foot 230 out of engine 225.
It's about a 3rd and 13. Got number 24, Casey Sale for the Bravest out there. He's a member of my firehouse, Port Richmond grad.
FDNY nearly jumped offside. Ugarte on his horse once again, wisely throwing that one out of bounds. And Ken, that's going to set up a 4th and long. And you got to figure
Punt
the
team's
points
coming.
at such a premium, you know Stevie Orr is going to send the pressure.
Yeah, why not? They got him pinned in the end zone. But Wheeler's a good returner, so don't jeopardize taking a penalty, hitting the kicker here. Let Wheeler get the ball in his hands, hit the seam, get some positive yardage.
And Wheeler setting up inside the 50.
Yeah, either way.
And it's Banagura, the kicker, for Tri-State all the way towards the back of the end zone. This should be interesting. The snap is low. It's on the ground.
It's on the ground.
It's off his mask. He throws it again. Oh! A comedy of errors on that exchange.
Bravest take over.
Either way, it'll be the Bravest rewarded on this one. And you talk about a desperation throw by David Banagura, and they're just lucky that FD didn't pick that off.
You're right. And I'm not even sure if Tri-State would have caught it. There wouldn't have been a penalty for linemen downfield. You know, they're expecting a punt. Here it is again. Another bad snap. You know, FD, bad snap, fumble. Now Tri-State, bad snap, and they don't get the punt off.
And with this timeout on the field, we are going to take another quick break. But it's FD in great position right now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the NPSFL Game of the Week.
Good afternoon. Captain Vish introduced me to the FDNY right here 21 years ago.
We outfitted him in John Plant's captain's outfit, put him on a truck with an axe, and they responded to an alarm. I remember that like it was yesterday.
And that night that I came here to the firehouse really began to galvanize a devotion and a commitment to serving our first responders that manifested itself into the creation of our first responder outreach program at the Sinise Foundation.
More good came out of 9/11 than evil. And the good is a guy like Gary Sinise.
And we're back here live at Tottenville High School, Staten Island, New York. John Heffernan and Ken DeForest. And Ken,
we are definitely.
it was the Fire Department of New York on the doorstep at 2nd and goal when they coughed it up. And now it's the muff punt by Tri-State, which puts the Fire Department right back on the doorstep.
Right here, 1st and goal again. So,
And it's Conklin who's back into the ball game under center. Conklin going for the crossing route intended for number 83, Waterman, incomplete.
that was the play. They were just throwing that slant route out there no matter what. Single coverage, catch and throw. And a good play by the Tri-State defensive back.
You got to like that matchup, though.
Yeah, bigger man and Waterman. It's the smaller corner, but
sort of a David and Goliath kind of situation there, like a flea.
Yeah, we know that story.
Well, right. I mean, you know, we got to talk a little bit more about that. You look at this offensive line for the fire department. You know, you guys have weight limits to be able to fight fires in New York City.
Our annual medicals.
And again, this time,
there we go.
Conklin hands it off for a short gain. And it was Elam. Elam to Conklin's right. It goes right up the middle. And it's third down. FDNY. They could use the points here. The Twins to the right, man in motion. With time.
There it is.
Touchdown! Evan Flowers.
This ref is not have his hands up in the air yet. I don't know what they're waiting for.
Are they saying maybe his knee was down? Well, let's take a look at it one more time. Flowers is the man in motion.
They're not calling it. It's going to be on the 1-inch line. Nice zip route by
Beautiful
Flowers.
throw by Conklin. I mean, he's in the end zone, but I guess they're saying the knee was down.
His chest was laying in the end zone. How's that not a touchdown? Those Flowers, that's
thread the needle there.
That's
I mean,
touchdown all day, every day.
That to me looks like 6. They'll get another crack at it here. They're going for it on 4th down. A huge play
I like the call here.
right now for the Bravest, the biggest of the game so far. They trail by 3. Conklin gives to Elam. Elam saunters into the end zone. So despite the tough call on 3rd down, Ken, you said it. They rolled the dice on 4th. Not really much of a chance. Kind of a no-brainer in your opinion to go for it there as opposed to taking the points?
I like it. Early in the 3rd here, they had a nice drive all the way down. Maybe they're trying to keep the defense out there for Tri-State, winded out. And Elam here with a nice little juke, the R1 button. Hits the outside, touchdown Bravest.
Yeah, that's Elam's 2nd rushing touchdown of the season, his 1st here today.
And Elam, a product of Engine 155 Ladder 78, along with Casey Sale and Adam Jensen. Place I call home, the hot corner, my firehouse as well. So
I love it. And it's Cole setting up for the PAT. He missed one 2 weeks ago, and this is a very important point after. As FDNY looking to take the 4-point lead. And I thought it was interesting. I don't mean to stir anything up as Cole is good, perfect. After the Elam touchdown 2 weeks ago, I don't know if this was by design, but it wasn't Cole that hit the extra point. They brought in your backup. Maybe sending a little message to the all-world kicker.
I think it was. He goes to practice every day. He's there. He's kicking. So they were giving him a little bone.
Well, he's been a lot of fun to watch and didn't miss it there. So the first offensive touchdown here in week number 2 for the FDNY. Trevor Elam once again in the end zone. So a little bit of cushion now for the fire department. What does that do as far as confidence and ability to take maybe some more risks out there with this small 4-point lead? How does it change the complexity in your opinion?
Yeah, I think it gives everybody confidence. The offense drove the ball down there, one mistake, but then defense held them. They gave the ball right back. scores, confidence is building, they're driving.
Ken, tell us a little bit about the balance that you guys face fighting fires and also being able to play on this football team. How much is asked of you as a player and now as a coach?
Yeah, it's all on you. You got to go to your firehouse, make sure the boys know that you're going to play on a football team. You might need a couple tours. You got to come to practice. Your family life's involved, so there's a lot involved. A lot of these guys. I played until I started having kids, and then my time was up. So,
what would you say your house averages a year in fire in emergency calls?
Well, the engine probably a couple thousand. The truck under that by a couple thousand, but we're busy in our area. There's other houses that do maybe 3 times as much as us, but
depending on where you're located. The reason I bring it up is we're here enjoying a football game, but the sheer volume of what you guys do, I don't think a lot of the public really understands how active some of these houses are, and the commitment that you make
without a doubt.
to your job.
I mean, these guys run all night, and then they go to practice the next day with no sleep. And this is just for the love of the game. They're not getting paid out here or anything. So
we mentioned, 2 weeks ago, John Moody retiring. A lot of these guys, Trey Wilson, adding kids to his brood, and it really is spectacular what you're able to do and the product you're producing on the field as well. Ugarte once again escapes trouble, but doesn't escape it there. Oh, yes, he does. This guy's a magician.
He really is. He's tough to take down. He might be one of the tougher ones I've seen in the league.
You talk about slippery. I mean, it was on the far side. Again, avoids one tackle. That was Holmes.
Casey Sale's got to stay low on him.
And Holmes circles back along with the help of number 24, as you mentioned, Casey.
And then pursuit. It's all about pursuit.
So with 5:48 left in the third quarter, after the FD touchdown, Ugarte on second down is going to look to his left and finally goes up the middle, and he's knocked down.
Yeah, bounce that one in there. There's a flag on the field, so we'll see what that's all about. But it looks like the D-line's getting a little more pressure on Ugarte.
We talked about disrupting his flow in that first half, and we can see it right here on the replay. Some good pressure from Holmes.
Might have brought a couple extra guys there too on the Bravest defense. And that's what they got to do, put pressure in his face, make him throw up his back foot. That's the result you're going to get.
And as this game wears on, I mean, you got to, figure Ugarte's, he's human. He's going to get tired. The amount of carries he's had now to the air. Oh, nearly picked off.
Jimmy Dawson almost with his second into on the season, just off the fingertips.
And it just popped right off. Dawson would love to have that one back. Sometimes when it's that, hey, look what I have.
Yeah, too easy.
Ugarte.
Not a great throw, though. Flat-footed back there.
Pass was intended for number 22.
It's also 3rd and 20-something, so.
It was Pat Olchovy. Tried to come back on the play.
Ref doing a little sanitation work out there. Picking up a flying piece of plastic.
Let's see what kind of pressure FD brings here on third down. And Ugarte, that's going to be short of the first down, despite the completion.
Derek Johnson with the catch, but good tackle in open field, brings up 4th down, and punt squad coming out.
Derek Johnson got turned all the way around, and upending Johnson on the play.
You can see the special teams coach dialing up a potential block here. Send the house after that bad snap by Tri-State last time.
We are seeing a much more spirited, inspired FD team here in the third quarter. You can almost hear it. They're loud. They're talking.
Yep, energetic.
Energetic.
You might have heard that Cam Peake gave him the business at halftime, so maybe a little fire underneath him.
This time, Bonaguro is able to get it off. Wheeler gets popped. Great coverage.
Great coverage.
It was number 28. Joey Maniscalco, who has been by far one of the better players here today for Tri-State.
Yeah, he's got a 3-yard cushion on the man supposed to block him. Never good as a returner. To see that guy, the wrong color jersey in your face.
Wheeler's taking some shots, not only in this game, but you talk about a courageous player. Wheeler seems to be impervious sometimes to these hits, pops right up like nothing's happened. And it's not easy to sit back there, Ken.
No, it's not.
Receiving punts with guys like Maniscalco bearing down on you.
Some say that's the toughest position in the sport, that punt returner. Staring up the whole time, waiting to catch it. Guy's bearing down on you.
So Waterman is set up to the left of Conklin, but it's a run play and a loss of yards.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it looks like almost a no-yard run there, but 2nd down 10 for the Bravest.
Yeah, maybe half a yard. The spot is right behind the 40-yard line.
Conklin back, Elam behind him, running back.
Conk with the handoff. Elam, big hole.
Yeah, no, Bob, you could stay where you
He rumbles across the 45-yard line to about the 46.
We got a lot of work to do defensively, though, on our coverage.
Elam himself played at Port Richmond, which is a rival of Tottenville, another Staten Island public high school. Elam getting a break here.
Sumter comes onto the field for the fire department. And it'll bring up a third and about 4 yards, Ken.
Sumter's a downhill runner, so my guess is here it's going to be a pass play on this 3rd and 5.
You got that right. And that's
had him.
A little too much giddy up on that pass.
Bring that pass down just a bit. Flowers has it.
Flowers got a hand on it.
That would have been right at the sticks, probably good for a first down, but incomplete. Now we got some penalties out there.
And this should bring up a...
Looks like a dead ball foul. Ref just called maybe a 15-yarder on Tri-State. So this might bail out FD here. Might be a first down.
They're talking it over. Can we, any way we could take a look at that? I want to thank T&D Sports for their fine work all season long and last year. I don't know where that...
He's going to step into that throw a little bit more. He had him. That would have been a nice first down, but
where's the penalty?
Either way, I think it was after the play almost. A late hit, it looked like. Looks like number 40 for Tri-State, and Stevie Orr chatting it up there.
So a huge penalty.
Huge penalty, I mean.
And that's going to give FD the first down at their 35-yard line, and another flag.
I mean, John, I wonder if they had 2 personal fouls there.
They must have.
That was a 30-yard difference right there from...
I mean, initially I thought they were switching sides. Like the third quarter was over.
That's what
which
they must,
it's not.
Yeah.
But
must have been 2 personal fouls there.
And on the replay, I didn't see anything. Maybe something was said.
Set to the ref. Yeah, I know 40 was on Tri-State over here on our side, on the Fire sideline, chatting it up. So who knows? Either way, 1st and 15 for the Bravest.
I don't think I've ever seen 30 yards doled out on one play like that. And it will remain first down. That penalty goes against the FDNY. Stepping up in the pocket is Conklin. He's going deep.
Looking for Eric Ortega, longtime receiver for the Bravest.
Eric, one of the captains of this team.
Eric has a lot of work obligations this year, so his rotation in and out of the game will be a little limited this early in the season.
So FDNY driving. It's 10-6 with 3:04 remaining in the third quarter. We'll be back with the NPSFL Game of the Week right after this.
Good afternoon. Captain Vish introduced me to the FDNY right here 21 years ago.
We outfitted him in John Plant's captain's outfit, put him on a truck with an axe, and they responded to an alarm. I remember that like it was yesterday.
And that night that I came here to the firehouse really began to galvanize a devotion and a commitment to serving our first responders that manifested itself into the creation of our first responder outreach program at the Sinise Foundation.
More good came out of 9/11 than evil. And the good is a guy like Gary Sinise.
FTO is a field training officer. We train recruits coming out from the academy. The training process takes about 6 months. If you teach the recruit well, they make good officer on the street, and I think that's rewarding to me. I believe the Dallas Police Department is a great place to work. You have opportunity to move up, and there's a lot of room to grow.
Second down, Conklin rolling to his right, avoids one tackle, puts it up, and it's picked off. Tri-State with the huge interception by number 11, James Ingram at the New York City Police Department. And Ingram stepped up on that one.
Conklin tried to fit one in here. Avoids the first tackle. Great play by Conklin. He tries to fit one in here that just misses the attending receiver, Flowers, right into the hands of the Tri-State defense.
Not only that, he tacked on close to another 20 yards, Ken.
Yeah, he had a couple blockers there.
And the Shields are in a great position right now. And with 2:45 remaining in the quarter, we'll be back with more FDNY football right after this.
We are NYPD officers, members of the community. We are a step ahead. We are first responders, protectors, and mentors. We are NYPD officers. Join us with over 300 specialized units and lucrative advancement opportunities. Be the change. Join the NYPD now. Visit nypdrecruit.com to learn more.
And we're back here live. That, in fact, folks, the end of the third quarter of play will put a fresh 15. The start of the fourth quarter after the Tri-State interception. It's Ugarte. Ugarte stays on his feet. Still on his feet as he falls forward to about the 46-yard line. And you see a big momentum shift after that interception, Ken. And you talk about confidence, and we saw a more energetic FDNY team. Right now, it's Tri-State with the momentum.
Yeah, and again, you can hear the coaches from here. Tackle the legs, tackle the legs. They're all up high.
That'll bring up second down from the 45-yard line. And that one overthrown to Masonette.
That one was coming in hot. Had to get rid of it.
As was number 44, Zerbo, coming in piping hot, ready to lay down the hammer. And you know who's done a nice job on that O-line? Jimmy O'Boyle for the Fire, on the defensive line, I should say. 6'1", 230 out of EMS Station 03.
Yeah, he's playing real well up front.
He's at the
Garte, plenty of time.
Right tackle position. And good push there by the fire department. And that, with his back to the play, you give credit to Khalifa Forbes, but that's very close.
Very close. Step to
to
step.
being
with the
a
receiver,
pass
but-
interference.
Yeah. Step for step down the sideline, but he turns, gets a hand in there last minute.
And no call. And that, in fact, is the intended receiver, Ramel Joseph. That 6 does look like a 5. I'm just saying.
Our eyes aren't that good anymore.
All you Ramel Joseph fans out there, I feel terribly on that beautiful play of the game so far as explosiveness and yards. In that first half touchdown from Joseph.
What down, giving her a Garte. Yep, first down. Small play by the Tri-State there.
Garte.
Keep the ball in the playmaker's hands.
He's got to be the leading rusher today. No official stats. Garte says it doesn't matter. Brought down by Casey Sale. And we'll move the sticks. First down.
Casey Sale, a college football player out in Delaware State.
So first down from the 49-yard line. Ugarte puts that one into the dirt.
Yeah, bounces another one there.
Intended for Davis.
Yeah, pressure up the middle from the Bravest. We'll have Ugarte a little dancing back there. And his throws won't be as good. That's what they need.
Darren Payne lined up against Eric Stevenson. It's second down for Tri-State. High snap. Ugarte steps up. The ball's on the ground. Fumble.
Not sure who has it yet. No signal by the ref that I see, but good pursuit. Somebody caused the fumble. Looks like Tri-State holds on to it.
So tell him he could see that. He could
Stripping the ball away. Maybe that's another thing they talked about. You know, this guy maybe not protecting the ball as well as he could.
Yep.
Certainly on that play. The Tri-State dodges a bullet there, and that'll bring up 3rd and 11. Another high snap. Ugarte. Incomplete. Intended for Joseph. Great coverage by the FDNY. Let's take a look at it one more time.
Forbes out there on coverage, just not the best throw. But
Leaf
fourth
has
down.
been busy.
Yeah, he's showing out. Maybe he's got some of the kids he coaches here watching him.
And you know, Ugarte feeling the pressure once again on that pass attempt. And that'll bring up 4th down as Tri-State set to punt. And it's Wheeler back for fire.
Wheeler's pretty deep here. I'd like to see him up a little bit, but
Bangura.
That's why I'm up here.
And that will go into the end zone for a touchback. John Heffernan and Ken DeForest here in the 4th quarter of a tight one. 10-6 the score. FDNY with the lead. And we want to talk a little bit about Bet Big, Talk Loud. One of the best podcasts out there and one of the fastest growing podcasts as well. Bet Big, Talk Loud provides plenty of laughs and entertainment while offering bold opinions, real stories, and can't miss betting advice. If you love big bets, big laughs, and even bigger conversation, this podcast is for you. What do you think there, Ken? Bet Big, Talk Loud?
I like it. I'm a podcast guy myself. I jump in the car and there's a podcast on. That's it.
There's certainly enough to choose from.
Got Flowers in the backfield.
And it's
nice stop there, but Tri-State Garfield on another tackle.
Ball carried by number 18, Kasim Thomas. And that guy, man, he's got just a wingspan and a pursuit that cannot be beat.
No, he might be the leader tackler out there for Tri-State.
We're talking about Garfield.
Yeah,
he's
all over the place.
Playing a defensive end, containing the corners, but also getting penetration on the interior as well. It's been a lot of fun to watch here today. And the second game of the season for both of these teams. Tri-State, they're looking for their first win of the year. And a perfect route, just perfectly executed. And playing it safe, you could argue, Evan Flowers.
That's trusting your receiver there. And almost couldn't even see over the line, but he knows where Flowers is going to be. Steps up, finds him. Great throw out there in the sideline.
You mentioned Calabrese, just 5'10". may joke around a little bit about saying over the line, but I mean, it can be a challenge for a guy at 5'10".
Yeah, he doesn't stand back there at 6'5", like the old quarterback played for both these teams, Ryan Davin. But Calabrese is making it work.
You got a 6'4" Garfield Heaslop in your face. Elam gets turned away. Gets back to about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, fighting for those yards just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No, I'm just saying, I'm just trying to figure out if, how much time is left in the game.
So at 1-0, the fire department looking to establish themselves as one of the unbeaten teams in this league. A lot of football left to play. But I like that execution. Calabrese on that last pass play.
Half the yardage here. Set up a manageable third down.
And again, this time, Calabrese rolling to his left. And once again, it's Evan Flowers.
He tackled about 100 yards out of bounds. I never.
That's a good first down right there.
Yeah.
They needed that. Keep the clock running, although he went out of bounds.
Well, no.
Calabrese looks so much more confident
Still 10-40 in the game. I don't think
on this series.
But I'm just saying,
Rolling to his left as a righty quarterback. That's a tough throw to get out there.
He was knocked out of bounds by Raheem Bradshaw.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So first down for the fire department.
Trevor fighting for those yards. Spin button. Juke button. Stiff arm.
What a battle in the trenches there. Big tight end number 59 for the fire department. Is that 59?
Okay.
Hard to see.
Yeah, that's fine.
The addition of number 47 as well, Jared Brown doing a good job.
Yeah, he's a big body out there.
So we do have a 59 for the FDNY on the field, but not on the roster that we have.
Yeah, trips down to our sideline.
You got to remember, though. I need you to remember.
Calabrese will take it himself. Great
Nice
job.
play.
And if we could look at that one more time, Jared Brown is an absolute load to handle.
Yeah, I don't know if this play is designed for him to keep it, but high snap.
Look at what he does here. Just tying up his guy, creating some room for Calabrese, who puts out the stiff arm, lowers the head, and is finally brought down by Masonette, who's been very, very busy for Tri-State today. The former NFL player, Miguel Masonette, the Department of Corrections, 5'10", 215. And we got another first down. Great drive here, orchestrated by Calabrese. Ball's at the 45-yard line. Again, not a great snap, and Calabrese is just going to have to tuck that one and
that's two in a row.
Hit the turf, but he protects the football, Ken. And it looked like he wanted to maybe start moving to his right a little early.
Yeah, snap high and to his left did not help that play, whether he was going to hand it off to 18 or not. But center's got to shake those last two off. Give him a good one here. 2nd and 12. The Bravest looking good here. Driving, slow and steady, letting that time tick away. Quads out here. That's 4 receivers, 2 on each side, single running back. Tri-State with it's like a 4-2.
Second down. Calabrese with time. Perfect throw.
There's Hef's boy, Thomas Herrick.
Tommy with his second reception of the day. 18 years on this team. I think this guy I can't see him walking away entirely from football. Every year he says it's my last year.
Well, I tell you what, with that kid in tow, it's going to be a tough one next year, but he's here now, and he's playing well this season.
He's playing really, really well. Always keeps himself in great shape.
He's making the plays when his number is called. That's the most important thing, you know?
Tommy Herrick. Herrick is out of Division I. What is Division I for the FDNY?
Division I is a Manhattan area.
Okay.
Tommy was recently promoted to captain, so he went back to Manhattan where he kind of had a little stint as a fireman over there at 24-5.
How much do you guys try to vie for location? Does that become a thing? I mean, when you're a probie, do you not care, or?
You might not.
I mean,
care
I'm thinking
as a probie,
the glory houses, like you know.
No, they're hard to get into. And there's people vying. There's people pulling strings and calling chiefs, and calling mayors. And
it happens.
If you know the president, you're going to call the president and get you somewhere, without a doubt.
Really, I mean, obviously, there's a different environment that you're going to have in Bushwick versus the South Bronx versus Queens or Staten Island or Manhattan.
Yeah,
but you're all up rowing the same way as far as helping out the public.
Another nice kick by Cole. End over end kick, which doesn't allow it to roll deeper in the end zone, maybe in a touchback.
And Cole helping out the cause once again on a beautiful punt. And we're going to reset and come back with about 5:19 to go. It's been a tight one. NPSFL Game of the Week, the conclusion coming up right after this.
FTO, it's a field training officer. We train recruits coming out from the academy. The training process takes about 6 months. If you teach to recruit well, they make good officer on the street, and I think that's rewarding to me. I believe the Dallas Police Department is a great place to work. You have opportunity to move up, and there's a lot of room to grow.
And we're back here live on Staten Island, New York, Tottenville High School. It's FDNY 10, Tri-State 6 in our NPSFL Game of the Week. John Heffernan alongside former FDNY football player, wide receiver, as a matter of fact, and Sergeant of Arms. Do we ever really find out what that is, Ken?
No, I never asked either.
You know, it's just, hey, man, you're still a part of this team
in
a lot of important ways.
I'd love to suit it up, but might be a little old for that these days.
On the job with a family, and Ugarte with nowhere to go. Washington nearly brings him down. Is that
it's like
good?
A catch by 22 on the sideline.
When you talk about improvising.
Kidding. Ugarte would be a menace in flag football, as he is a menace out here.
It's Pat Olchovy. And these guys got to be exhausted as well. Play blocked somewhat there, but it's a first down for Tri-State. FD really needs a stop here, as it could be the Ugarte show once again.
Ugarte with some positive yards, but looks like a hold on Tri-State. Gonna bring that one back. Can't hold in a wide open like that. It's real obvious for that line ref.
And the hold, oh yeah, that you want to talk about obvious.
Yeah, a couple guys around him maybe get away with it, but not wide in the open.
Patrick Schmidt gets called for the hold. The NYPD officer, 6'1", 285. He was one of our players to watch for Tri-State. But, we talked about fatigue, and there's Camp Peak for the Fire Department of New York.
Former safety for the Bravest football club. He knows his defense. Coaches over there at, I believe, Nazareth High School. Kellenberg. I'm sorry, Kellenberg High School. Sorry,
Big-
Nazar.
Big play here. Ugarte to the air, incomplete. Clock continuing to be a factor here on this drive.
Especially with 2nd and 20. Tri-State's got to put something together here. They might not get the ball back.
Can't say enough about Denzel Wilson on that D-line. Jimmy Boyle.
Yeah, that's the big bodies up there.
A 3-man front for FD. Ugarte going deep.
Whoa.
Oh, getting a hand on it was Thomas Davis. Oh, so close.
They had him here. They had him for a big first down, but
good protection.
Thomas Davis just gets behind the safeties here. Ooh, almost comes down with it. That would have been a very big play for Tri-State.
It was Timmy Dollison in on the play for the fire department.
Watch 22 running a wheel route. I'm telling you right now.
I guess we're going to watch that route.
And it's 3rd down. Huge play right now for Tri-State. Ugarte back to pass. Again, the pressure from FD. Ugarte dumps it off. Great play.
Great play by the Bravest defense. That's 26.
Just an absolute stud in Hines.
EMS Station 17. Great play by him to break that 3rd down pass up.
Hines, you saw that, just that last bit of extension, covering a fair amount of space right at the right time.
That's it. I say you don't bring the pressure here. Let him kick it away. Stay away from the kicker. Get the ball in Wheeler's hands. Positive yardage. The Bravest march down the field. End this game out. Good fan base out here today in Staten Island. We see some good old pizza down here. Some pizza pies the fans are eating. Some good pizza out here in Staten Island.
We got the merch as well that the FDNY selling,
yeah.
hoodies and T-shirts.
Tell you what, they might dial up the win sometimes just to sell some of that merch. Good punt back here. Wheeler on a 1-hop. Take that.
Wheeler finally with a little bit of space. He'll keep that clock running past the 50-yard line.
All right, Bravest ball on the 49-yard line of Tri-State. Only a couple minutes to go here. One good drive ends it.
FDNY back in action on May 2nd, Ken.
Yep.
As they'll be taking on, oh no, it's May 5th, May 16th, I'm sorry, against Charlotte. May 2nd, the NYPD. No, FDNY May 2nd against Chicago.
Yes.
Along with the NYPD against.
Oh, they have 3. Okay.
NYPD, I don't think is playing that week. There's some breaking news from the league. And then FDNY May 16th, Charlotte.
Yeah, the boys are flying out to Chicago for that first matchup, and then Charlotte's coming up to New York to play the Fire.
And then the Fun City Bowl May 30th.
The big one.
Cop versus Fire.
There's something there with
must-see TV.
No yardage, maybe a negative run. Got a timeout on the field. Second down.
Should Tri-State stop the clock. But anything's possible, Ken, with 2:13 approximately remaining in this one.
Yeah, Tri-State has playmakers, so can't give them the ball back with any time. And Braves going to dial up a play here on 2nd and 10.
Timeout on the field. John Heffernan, Ken DeForest. So maybe not the most uniform game we've seen all season. A little sloppy with the penalties and not a lot of flow. But at the end of the day, it's all about bringing home the W, especially in this league. Only 4 games, some 3, for some teams 3 if you look at the NYPD this year. An all-important W on the line, and it's within reach for the fire department as they're in control here at 2nd down right at midfield.
Yeah, I've been saying it doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to be a win or a completion, or positive yardage. Get the ball rolling. Wheeler into the backfield. Now motioning out left.
Calabrese is going to keep it. He gains about 5 yards on the play.
That was a dialed-up play. I like that one.
You know, this guy, Jared Brown, is clearly the biggest guy in the field. It's hard to miss him, number 47 for the fire department. You're going to have to do a deeper dive. I mean, certainly emerging as another go-to player for the FDNY.
That's why you can't coach size, so with him out there, he's a matchup nightmare for anyone.
Calabrese trots back on the field along with Sumter. So if you're Camp Peak, I mean, just want to chew up as much time here as possible.
Let the Shield burn their timeouts. Get some positive yardages here. Well, it's 3rd down, so we'll see what we do here. But
3rd and 5. Calabrese with the fake handoff. Dumps it out to the big fella, Brown. It's going to be shy, well shy of the 1st down.
Nice play, keeps the clock running. Make Tri-State burn a timeout. We're under 2 minutes, so.
Just can't turn it over here, Ken.
I think they're going to get Cole to come out here and put one inside the 10-yard line on a punt. If I was a betting man.
I don't know.
Think they're going to go for it?
Well, it depends exactly on how much time. We've got 1:39.
Yeah.
2:11 left in the game. Where do you see that? Oh, okay. So we got the updated time.
There you go.
2:11, which is a fair amount of time.
Without doubt, a little different story now.
So you're gonna go. You're gonna stick with Cole. I think they're gonna go for it. No, it's gonna be Francis Cole. You're right.
It's Cole. But he's an athlete himself, so as we remember 2 weeks ago.
We've seen it before. We've seen it before.
Ran for a 1st down, so.
I don't see that here.
I don't think that's going to be dialed up, but I think he's going to put it out. Kick it out of bounds, get it deep.
And then nice read
it's Ramel Joseph deep for Tri-State. Along with Masonette. Cole.
That's the one.
And over end. Oh, and it's a beauty. Inside the 15 and around the 14-yard line.
Up. It's a small play.
But we've seen it before on the last possessions. And there's certainly plenty of time.
And they have the playmakers, Tri-State, so.
And what's the message here to Zerbo and co?
Yeah, I think unleash Zerbo. I think the DBs will probably play a couple yards back, a little cover 4 shell or something, but I'm sure Rosati and Peak, they're dialing it in.
They got one. They used 2 on that drive.
Seems Tri-State has 1 timeout left, so let's see what Ugarte and the boys can do here.
Tri-State with their work cut out for him, but with Ugarte, anything is possible.
Yeah, when Tri-State started their team, 2 former Bravest players, Sean Healy and Ryan Davin, went and played for them for a couple of years, had good seasons. Ugarte with the pass play. Ooh, that's a face mask all day on a nice tackle.
Yeah.
That's not going to help. 15 yards.
Oh, man, that was number 50, Ruggieri, who's been just terrific today.
Can't be mad with the aggression. Just watch those hands in the face. Especially on the quarterback. Everybody's eyes are on him.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, Ugarte had that hand on the face mask as well. Maybe not as blatant. I don't know if he closed it like Ruggieri did, but I could see flags being called on both those guys on that play.
Well, I guess the tie goes to the quarterback.
Ugarte's played his heart out here today. He gets a big break on the penalty to Ruggieri. And it's going to be first down.
Darren Payne playing DB with my old number down here in the bottom of the screen. One-on-one.
Ugarte going deep.
Got him. It's number 6, not number 5.
Ramel Joseph again.
It's a seam route. I apologize. Just a fade route there.
The 2 biggest pass plays of the day. Ugarte to Joseph. This one comes in the 4th quarter. In the waning moments.
That's a good pass. Both DBs there within 3 yards of them, and ball just put down right into the basket by Ugarte. Nice throw.
First down at the 39-yard line.
Well, John, we're far from over here.
Just tell him
Garde again, and that's deflected by
Nice.
Big D.
Woo.
Denzel Wilson gets his paw on it.
Yeah. Great play. Heads-up play by Denzel. Sort of running back leaking out.
Put Sales back in the game. Put Sales back in the game. He's right by you.
And we'll take a look again. Oh, man. That's just effort there from Wilson.
Here comes Casey Sale in.
Did not give up on that play. Big down right here.
Zerbo coming out here in coverage.
Tense moments for both of these teams. Ugarte steps up. He's got a first down and more. Ugarte down to about the 20-yard line. We talked about the importance of that extra point. Obviously, Tri-State going to have to put it in the end zone. And another first down for Tri-State.
Braves have some timeouts left here. I wonder when they're going to use them.
Ugarte to the air once again. Incomplete, and there's a flag. A flag on the play. And it looks like it might be pass interference. And another flag.
Late flag all the way deep. The deepest official out there. I didn't think the ball was even going to get to the receiver. It looked like it was short, but.
You make the decision for yourself, folks. It was number 6, Darren Payne.
Oh, I don't know about that call, ref.
Getting tangled up.
He's 30 yards from the play making that one, but.
With Pat Alchovy. It looks like Alchovy might have tripped over his shoelace on that one.
Yeah.
But either way, a big break for Tri-State. And it's going to be a first down.
First and down, maybe from the 11, so they will be able to pick up another first down here.
Well, the game has all come down to this.
Right, clock stops after the first down. We get set after the play.
Oh, they're backing them up just a tad.
Put the 2 inside linebackers back to the 30 technique if you can.
So the ball at the 14-yard line. It's first down, Tri-State with the game on the line.
Comes a pass play.
Ugarte going for the corner of the end zone. Great coverage by Zerbo.
Great coverage by Zerbo. Heart and soul out there to D.
Look at the ground Zerbo covers on this play. Amazing job as Zerbo drops back, sensing the throw to the corner.
Nice play, Zerbo. The boys at 160 Rescue 5 better be watching, cheering them on.
And without Zerbo there, Dollison was tending to his responsibilities in the middle of the field. Zerbo saves the day.
One-on-one coverage down here with Payne and Eric Stevenson.
And now second down from the 14, under a minute to go. Tri-State trying to pull a rabbit out of the hat. And that might be a delay of game, Ken.
Do you have that? Do you have that? It died.
And it will be
There it is.
the delay, a big break for FD.
Yeah, pushes them back.
And a mental lapse by Tri-State couldn't have come at a worse time. With the game in the hands of the quarterback, David Ugarte. It'll be backed up some more. And now at the 19-yard line. It's some new life for the fire department.
Yeah, I think this D-line's going to have their ears pinned back here. They're going to come after the quarterback, Ugarte.
Second down from about the 20. Ugarte hands to Masonette. Masonette stopped by a wall of fire department defenders.
Good tackle up there. Interesting play call there. Second and 15 about.
Ken,
limited time.
What a crazy finish. Third down.
Bad snap, high snap. Come on, KC.
Nearly over their head. Towards the corner of the end zone.
It'll be a touchdown.
Touchdown! You gotta be kidding me! Thomas Davis!
What a great find by Ugarte, finding the receiver, coming back to him.
The combination of Davis and Ugarte deliver. And Tri-State takes the lead. Nearly over the head of Ugarte. He rolls to... And it looks like it's going to be the game winner. As David Banagura will set up for the PAT.
And he missed it.
Missed it.
So we just
Hey ho.
Let's go.
We're Cole here though. How many times outs FD have?
So no extra point. This isn't over just yet.
Yeah, sit down, fans. We're not done yet.
A wild one here at Tottenville High School. Do we have the exact amount of time, folks?
Well, I can tell you that receiver, that was his play. He made that play. Quarterback gets flushed. You gotta come back downhill, find the open area, eye to eye with the quarterback. Great throw, but that receiver made a good play there. When your quarterback starts scrambling, you got to find open space.
Ken,
Coached
you
well.
said it.
Coached well.
But 22 seconds remaining.
In the game.
We'll have Wheeler and Flowers deep.
Expect probably a squib kick here.
I would think so. And nobody can move until they run, so until the ball is touched.
I mean,
Wheeler and Flower, good head of speed here. They could get up.
they're going to have to get at least to their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, at least, you think. I mean, Cole is good, but they're going to have the wind
He's
in the
hit
face
from
as well.
50 before.
Wind in the face, so we'll see.
First things first. Crazy turn of events here on Staten Island.
That's a short kick. Go get it. Go, 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 go.
Wheeler buying his time towards the middle of the field. He's still on his feet. He's brought down at about the 36-yard line.
Well, maybe 2 plays if they have timeouts.
They're going to have to get the ball out of bounds as well.
Yeah. See Eric Ortega checking in.
I don't.
Big Jared Brown coming out. It kind of makes sense. Get the speed out there.
I just don't see, I mean, maybe 2 plays at the
Maybe,
most here,
yeah.
Ken. And the question is, do you just go deep? We've got Conklin at the quarterback position, perhaps with a little bit of a more live arm.
I feel like you got to work the middle of the field here for this first play. Barring that they do have timeouts, the Bravest.
Twins to the left. Conklin steps up.
There's one.
And it's
Timeout.
complete to Eric Ortega. Eric Ortega, who we have not called his name a lot here
Nope.
today, Ken.
Not at all, but comes up big in that play. I'm not sure the time frame or the timeout situation, so sorry to the fans at home, but if they have another timeout here, they might be able to get a 10-yard pass play here. We got 7 seconds left, it looks like.
7 seconds.
That's from our friend Andy Singleton giving me the signal.
Tri-State with a miraculous comeback on the pass from Ugarte to Thomas Davis. Good for the touchdown. Extra point, no good. There's a timeout on the field. And do you go Hail Mary here?
I'm not sure. I'm trying to find Cole. He's not warming up, so I'm not sure if they shelved him already. But Stevie Orr was just talking to him, maybe asking him how far he thinks he can kick one.
This is likely the final play of the game. Trips to the right. Conklin steps up, and tripping on the way down after the catch was Elam.
If that's going to be the end of the game if they don't have a timeout. I'm not sure.
Now, there was a whistle on the field. Oh, I think FD will get one more play.
Trevor Elam with the catch.
We've seen a bunch of guys
some
trip
foot
and fall on
problem,
that turf today.
The turf monster.
And a spirited discussion going on right now between the coaches and the players for the Fire Department of New York.
See Coach Double A out there.
So 1 second but been put back on the clock. Time for one last play.
Well, I don't know if Cole's going to kick it from here, but got one play to go. I don't know what they're really talking about. This play is a 9-9-9. This is a Hail Mary, one way or another.
So it'll be Conklin. You've got Ortega to his right, along with Wheeler.
Yep.
On the far side, it's Flowers. You just
and
got to
Waterman.
give Conklin enough time to get the pass off and enough time for the receivers to get down the field.
Tri-State rushing 3. Did he go off sides?
It
Nope.
looked like Tri-State jumped to me. Conklin going deep towards the end zone, and it's picked off. And the Tri-State Shields.
This game is over.
No flags on the play. Will win this ball game. The final 12-10. Tri-State picks up their first victory of the season. Now stand at 1-1. And the series now 4-2 overall in favor of the Fire Department. Just the second win against this Fire Department team for the Tri-State Shields. And it's back to the drawing board for the Fire Department of New York. They had the game nearly won, and they just couldn't solve the play of the quarterback, David Ugarte. And we're going to take a look at that touchdown play one more time.
Nice.
Ugarte, who is just a master at improvisation, rolling to his left, as you said. Thomas Davis coming back, keeping the feet in bounds, and you got to tip your cap to Ugarte, Kenny, on that play.
High snap. He knows the pressure coming. Gets to the outside and puts a perfect throw out there for the receiver, and that's all she wrote.
So the guys
Tri-State holding tight.
Respectfully shaking hands with a really frantic finish to this one.
Yeah, I hope the people who might have thought that was a little boring first half stick around for the second, because that was a great second half. Both teams playing out, and Tri-State coming out here with a nice victory for themselves.
So the FDNY will be back in action against Chicago at the Windy City on May 2nd. Chicago Enforcers, one of the better teams in this league. They took care of business against Tri-State. So FD going to go back to the drawing board this week, put together a good week of practice, and get on a plane and head out to Chicago and try to rebound from this difficult loss here today.
Yeah, that plane ride out's probably not going to be the most fun, but hopefully they go out there locked and loaded and come out of Chicago with a win, which is a tall task.
So both of these teams now at 1-1 of the season. Ken DeForest along with John Heffernan. Ken, as you just mentioned, the second half really picking up as far as just big plays, but it was the two big plays of the game coming at the hands of quarterback David Ugarte with just an incredible catch by Thomas Davis for the game winner. And Ramel Joseph in that first half was spectacular all game long, but the biggest pass play of the day on the touchdown to Joseph.
Yeah, without Ugarte in the game, this game might have been a runaway, but the ball in his hands, he's a playmaker. He's a world of difference with him. So,
and Trevor Elam again, the guy with the most carries for FD. You certainly can't point the fingers at anyone in particular for the fire department. I think collectively as a whole, their offense continues to sputter a little bit. What do you think the fire department has to do to continue to work on ironing out the kinks and getting things going a little bit better offensively?
Yeah, a couple more practices. They're going to go out to Chicago. They're getting to the rhythm. They need that rhythm going. You know, they had a couple great drives, and then a fumble, a penalty pulls them out. You know,
and they were just under 2 minutes away from another victory.
Another hard fought, but
pulling this one like a rabbit out of the hat. David Ugarte, tip your cap to the Tri-State Shields. As we just mentioned, now 1-1 of the season. They get their first victory. First loss of the season for FD. They now stand also at 1-1. But the beauty of this schedule is they'll have another shot at it in Chicago on May 2nd. And that's going to do it from Staten Island, New York, everybody. Our NPSFL game of the week is a wrap. The final score, Tri-State 12, FD 10. On behalf of Andy Singleton, Kelly DeForest, T&D Sports, and all the fine folks out here at Tottenville High. And, of course, I want to thank Tri-State for all of their help leading up to this home game for the fire department as well. That's going to do it. Have a great rest of the weekend, everybody. John Heffernan saying good night.